No quiffy pips? Okay, fair.
No.
No, we're
I
just
feel
people.
this feels
This
wrong.
is what happens when we're
I
on
know.
time, Mike.
So
This
I
is the
should
closest we've ever
I should
been.
drag it just so that we get quiffy pips. Hello, and welcome to our gathering of heroes. These are the would-be heroes of the Marvel Universe. An actual play using the relatively new Marvel Multiverse 616 ttrpg system. As a warning, this is a game that can also explore mature themes, and while we will be specifically avoiding some topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and other topics. Our players will discuss consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams will be available on YouTube after the game. You can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. 3 quick acknowledgements to Roll20, the official virtual tabletop of the Marvel Multiverse TTRPG system. Demiplane, owned now by Roll20, a platform that connects fans to make games better with high-quality tools that enhance the ways games can be played, shared, and explored. And to Marvel Comics, without whom none of this would be happening. Let's do a quick introduction of our cast, starting with Sparrow.
Hi, I am the luckiest of lucky red sparrows, and I'm playing the wonderful Synapse, who's in a bit of trouble at the moment. I think you don't want to do the whole spiel at the start.
True. Joe.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador or Nolafanger on most social websites, and I am playing the Seattle-based, New York, former New Yorker, now Seattle-based webhead Spider-Man, Brown Recluse. What trouble has he gotten himself in? Probably about to get shouted at, and he's going to scare himself and pray to Salamander Jesus. Who knows? Love you all.
Alejandro.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alejandro, also known as the Greedy Dragon, where you can find me on YouTube and Instagram, which I am trying to post to, I swear to God. Today I will be playing Hector, the formerly super strong luchador, who is now feeling a bit of pain because a bunch of small, microscopic pieces of metal known as nanites just suddenly stopped working in his bloodstream? I'm slightly
That's
concerned for my boy's health.
We're all slightly concerned for your boy's house. Just saying.
Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam, better known as Soulby. Today I will be playing Cal Winters and maybe Dreadfire, depending on what happens next.
Just don't. Steve.
Hey everyone, I am D, or Night Wonder, that's Wonder with an O, and I will be playing the perfectly normal, absolutely unaffected, and still filthy rich Gideon Price.
Ruth.
The true superpower here is money.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm John. I am Crims Bacon on the social medias, and today I am playing the just a dude, Alexander Andrews. You know, your local mechanic over at Timothy's Garage.
And we have a guest, very special guest, your friend and mine. And to set this up, our heroes defeated, or rather invaded, a laboratory, a secret lair underneath the park, after defeating a magician calling himself Bane and a robot that was muttering the word doom, and not knowing why or looking for possible kidnap victims. There have been kidnappings in this park. Our heroes, with the help of some street urchins, managed to find their way into a secret lair by using a retro phone, and immediately completely assed it up. There's no two ways about it. Tried very valiantly to infiltrate the lab by cleverly confusing the security of the facility to think that Synapse was in fact Doctor Doom, and they would have got away with it too, had it not then announced a welcome for Doctor Doom, which alerted, let's just say, other occupants of the lair. And after trying to infiltrate the computer lab, stealing some information by downloading it, leaving a key fob behind, and then activating or, of course, defending themselves against the security measures brought upon by their infiltration, they popped a portal, managed to escape, but not before the robot in question was brought to the surface, and a fierce battle ensued. The heroes fought valiantly and seemed to be holding their own until the robot's head opened. A crystal shard, looking very familiar to most of the players, blasted a wave of eldritch energy, and they found themselves powerless. A strange-looking scientist, unknown to them, cursed them for their interference, and then teleported away with the robot, leaving them reeling from the after effects of this blast, and then suddenly noticing the elevator to the secret lair rising, and a man, an entity who bears very little introduction, but we're going to do it anyway, stepped off the lift, crossed his arms, stared them down menacingly and malevolently from underneath his iron mask. Let me introduce, starring in the role of Dr. Doom, Dave Walters.
Hello, everyone. I'm busy being mean as Dr. Doom right now, but hi, thank you all for having me.
So, you're all in the park. You're all powerless. You feel weaker. You feel clumsier. You feel, in some cases, ill. The voices in Synapse's head are gone. The mask once worn by Steel Aegis, just a mask. Gideon Price, of course, is just standing there going, what's going on? What's wrong with you all? And a man in very conspicuous armor, green cloak, standing there malevolently.
Well, shit.
What?
Is everyone else feeling weird?
I feel like when I got done with college and me and the boys went out and I had, don't judge me, 2 Irish car bombs and a couple Jaeger bombs.
Irish car bomb.
It's a drink, so like
I
Probably
usually
not-
do
not the
this
time for this.
using the telepathic network, but since it is currently down, can we focus on the new person here, please?
Okay, so I have a question for the players.
What's up?
What Aegis would do would be incredibly stupid and reckless.
Of course.
Mhm.
Should
Do
I
it.
do it?
nothing unusual
it.
for you. Go ahead.
This is
What
nothing
it?
new
All
for
right.
us.
Fucking do it.
Uh,
Don't need to know what it
yeah.
is. Fucking go
I'm
for
here
it.
for it.
I mean, without
act-
the telepathic network, we literally have no way of stopping any bullshit you do before
I'm
you
so
do it.
sorry.
yeah,
My best
So,
feature
yeah,
for this
as-
group is now fucking gone.
yeah, Unchained. So yeah, almost as though he does not even realize the mask is off, or this might just be how he is when he thinks his friends might be in danger. He's gonna run up and try and punch Doom.
Oh my fuck.
I am
He-
so proud of you.
He is going to become Doom's target if he can, so the rest can get away.
I am
We are
so
about to
proud.
pull a Trevor Belmont, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I am just gonna silently kind of walk backwards. Just
Good.
I'm gonna
Hey,
All
Jax!
according to plan then.
Well, okay, let's then roll a melee attack.
Okay.
Wait,
And
do
this
I
will
see
have
this?
no modifiers, no edge, no nothing, just a
Narrator.
boop.
Oh.
How appropriate.
Good
That's a
fucking
12.
luck.
Does a
Mike,
12 even dent this man covered in metal?
Mike,
You literally you run up, everybody get away, and you punch, and Doom doesn't even move.
I stand there and I look at him and I say, first, you have trespassed against Doom. Now you would lay hands on Doom!
Oh, that's
Get
very
him
good.
out of there. Get
Oh,
in.
that's good.
Yeah,
I think you pissed
Aegis
him
is
off.
gonna start trying to like circle around him, like trying to keep his attention on Aegis.
can
and
I
just
web
like
him?
Yes,
No.
you can.
Can't, we have
you-
no powers.
What, he can?
You try to web him and nothing happens.
No, you can't.
Yeah, he's just gonna circle around him and it's
I
like,
can't web
yeah,
him?
I'm gonna lay hands on a kidnapper and a criminal.
I-
And just continue bink bink
Oh
bink.
no! What the fuck?
I look
Gideon.
right
Coming out.
I look right past him and I point at Synapse and I say,
Oh, no.
you are the one that thought to breach Doom's facility, yes? Completely ignoring this other person trying to harm me.
Clink, 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 clink. Come on, fight me. Clink, clink, clink.
She's gonna like straighten her spine. Like everybody else, she's fucking terrified right now. Yes, actually, I was.
I would like to take.
If you're gonna kill me, I may as well own up to it. So, yes. Your
I'd
security
like to
needs
take
work,
a
by the
couple
way.
of steps forward and say this was done at my urging.
Yeah, and I'm gonna plant myself in between Doom and Synapse.
Did I hear Red Jaguar was the one that said it was done at his urging?
No, that's me. That's
No.
Gideon.
Oh,
Gideon
sorry.
Price.
No worries.
I
Can,
completely ignore Gideon Price. And who said they were trying to get in between me and her?
That
That
would be
was
me,
Red
Red Jaguar.
I just look Red Jaguar up and down and say, the nanites are having their way with you. Won't be long now, will it, hero?
He just cracks his neck and looks at you and says, probably.
Would you like to live? Or, sorry, I've known enough heroes that you will say something dramatic and foolish. The rest of you, would you like this one to live?
Yes.
It would be preferable.
yeah.
And I turn and I look at Gideon Price and I say, you are a man of some wealth and influence, yes, Mr. Price?
Wealth, I will acquiesce to. Influence, I try to avoid.
In this world of gods and monsters, surely you don't think that makes you special, do you?
I would hope it doesn't.
Listen, heroes, because of you, the scientist has escaped. Because of you, the robot is loose. Untold thousands of innocents will suffer. Perhaps this entire world is now imperiled because of you, because you thought you had the capability. You thought you actually had a chance to steal from Doom, to defeat Doom. And no, now I will give you a chance. I will give you a chance to fix what you have set wrong. I will give you a chance to do what heroes do, and in exchange, besides sparing your pitiful lives now, Doom will restore this one, poisoned from within, and perhaps even help you get your powers back, because you are not of much use to anyone in your current state.
Aegis at this point has probably graduated to like one foot on Doom's back, another one like on his calf, hands on the cape, trying to just like pull him down and just having no effect.
Can I tackle him? I just want to protect my friend. I can't do this anymore.
You can restore our powers. You can save Hector's life.
Doom can do anything. And narrator,
Mhm.
might I do one thing?
Absolutely.
I would like to activate my elemental barrier.
Huh?
And I will make my elemental barrier fire. Just right around me. Especially if I see the brown recluse start to move, I say, the next one of you weaklings that attempts to lay hands on Doom will not leave this park alive. I am not asking you to fix what you broke.
I didn't break
Sorry,
anything.
I have to speak hero. I'm going to give you an opportunity to save the people who will die because of you otherwise. Because Doom is here, fixing your mess, and not defending my homeland, and not defending my people.
What do you want in exchange for this? I'm not foolish enough to think anything comes for free. And you're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
And for the record, I didn't break anything.
Like, Synapse just looks at you. No?
I just want to stop Steel Aegis from like doing what he's doing because it's.
Meanwhile, Doom's has this sort of barrier that is erected around sort of this flames licking up. It's getting super uncomfortable, Zan Andrews.
Yeah, he's dumb, but he's not dumb enough to get immolated. So he will like let go, and if he has caught fire, he will stop, drop, and roll.
You see it happening. You can pull your hands away, let the cape go.
Narrator.
Yes.
What is my method of transport? Do I have a craft? Are we teleporting? I have a craft, yes?
You would have a craft.
You see, Doom turns and points back towards the elevator that it came up and said, I will answer your questions while we travel. And I look at Red Jaguar and say, in a matter of mere hours, this one will be a pile of jelly and not of use to anyone. So, I am going back to Latveria. If you wish for your friends to live, if you wish your powers to be returned, if you wish the minimum number of innocents to suffer, you will accompany me. And I go and I get on the elevator, and I wait literally about 10 seconds before I hit the down button.
Come on, everyone.
I'm gonna
Follow the
go
nice man.
straight away, like, damn it.
I'm literally going to like move so because the way I've pictured, since I've gone a couple of steps in front and Jaguar took a position between Doom and Synapse, I'm imagining I'm still a little bit behind Jaguar. So I'm going to head towards the elevator and like just very insistently press my cane into Jaguar's lower back.
Zan's
Push
gonna
him
fall,
forward.
but he's not gonna like it.
Yeah, to push him forward. Come on.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
walking forward.
step onto the elevator and just be like, it's a bit weird doing this. Like, I don't want to apologize for what I did.
Yeah.
But you should really change your door code.
Or-
Literally, that's what she like. I feel like I should have. I'm not going to apologize because I feel like you would feel that with being sincere, but you should really change your door code.
Without moving, just facing forward as the elevator is descending. Hey, do you think either you or anyone can take what Doom intends not to be taken?
As far as I was concerned, you were trying to hurt people. And I needed to know if there were people in that base that were going to get hurt.
Yeah,
And then you
why
started
does a foreign
gassing us.
dignitary have a human experimentation lab on U.S. soil?
Beneath
Just
technically, but
glaring
okay.
up at Doom.
He completely doesn't turn and look at any of you while the elevator's going down. Narrator,
Yes.
it is sort of my intent to sort of talk while we travel, so
Sure.
I don't know if you need to set that up, because for Doom, we're on the clock. I do have more to say, though.
Absolutely. We can. Doom takes. Everyone takes the elevator down. You walk through. I don't have that. Let me get that back up. Switch the map over. Everyone can see it. No one's really going to need to do anything more than just access the map, or just to view it, rather. No one's hopefully.
You can finally view the
going
map
to
without
do-
being flashbanged. I'm so happy.
No one's. Hopefully, no one
finally
is
see
going
it.
to. So you come down. You open the elevator. Opens up. The machinery and the floor pedestal and everything are all where you left it. The eyeball camera essentially comes down, does this red flash. Welcome, Dr. Doom.
Just completely walking towards the shuttle bay.
Query. These are the attackers who infiltrated. Deploy security measures.
They are being given an opportunity for restitution.
You can almost hear the machines whirring. Understood. Welcome, guests of Doom. And
Mutter as we go and just like stare at the people. Traitor.
And you walk past, and literally the door opens up before you get to it, and one of the security bots walks past, stands, and it's almost like it realizes who it's in the presence of. It backs up to the wall and salutes. And as soon as
That
you
seemed
walk
like
past
frivolous programming.
If you would allow me to add just a tiny bit of flavor.
Please do.
It's like Doom moves on a straight line, and things like tables, workplaces, doors, even walls slide out of his way. as he's
Oh, that's so
going.
cool.
He's just like walking
Awesome.
straight through this place towards the hangar.
Damn, this man has style.
And what's the play
Gideon,
here?
why doesn't our base do that?
I don't know. Usually,
There
if I'm
is-
following a tin pot dictator around, I'm further away and in the shadows. This is a new experience.
Jesus. All right. You keep walking down a hall to another set of doors that lead to, and I guess that lead to another massive laboratory.
Sorry, narrator. I don't mean to interrupt, but this is relevant before we leave. Can I let me ask you a question here in our chat. Apologies, everyone.
A secret chat?
Oh boy.
I mean, we have the
This
shitpost
is-
channel, so like I feel
Yeah,
like
that's our
legal
secret chat.
now. Not sure how helpful it's going to
Totally
be given the
kept secret.
contents of it currently, but while this is
Follow-
happening,
Apologies,
never mind.
everyone. I'm like, which one of them should I kill as an example? Whoa. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
talking
it's
while I was
Aegis.
fucking
That
wild.
one
Hi,
moment.
it's
Hot
2:30
mic.
a.m. Can I be killed so I can go to bed?
Sorry, awkward. I will just say right before we leave, Doom just holds a hand up in front of him, just like this, and out of the door, out of the ceiling rather, like a little claw hand comes down and puts the fob that you left in my hand.
I didn't leave that. The best part is Gideon left that.
Oh, that was
I did nothing.
Yeah,
the
no,
KGB
Yeah.
I look at Gideon. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I look at Gideon with the fob, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I believe you dropped this.
Didn't drop it, but yes, I did leave it here. Thank you.
And then turn and go to get back on the craft.
Put it back into my pocket. Will be useful for later.
So you continue through this gigantic laboratory, another large double doors, and I'm not even sure what it's called. Doom ship? Doom
Probably
something?
the Doom Jet.
Doom Jet.
It's the branding. The
I really
branding's
want it to
very
be the Doom
confusing.
Jet.
Cycle for no
Right.
other reason than to call it a Doom Cycle.
So that would be cramped.
We'll
I'm a
bring some-
child.
I'll get you some Doom cycles in Latveria. This is the Doom. This is the Doom Jet.
You're the best.
No,
Best
it's
guest
Doom
ever.
Jet.
No, it probably would be the Doom Wing because
Oh.
he would call himself a jet, and that's stupid.
Yeah,
So this
exactly.
would be the Doom Wing.
Dr.
Yes.
Doom in a brainstorming session. No, I can't call it a
Yeah,
jet.
yeah, we're
Iron Man does that.
workshopping
And
it.
he's
There's
like,
a
stupid.
whiteboard
No.
and scratching it off.
And
Jet
Richard
is so
flies
munching.
around in that mining cart thing. That's stupid too. No, the Doom Wing.
Wonderful. So you all
I have a really dumb thing that I want to talk to Doom about, but I don't like. Synapse would do it. Sparrow was like, "This is a stupid idea. Can I do it?"
I mean, we literally let Zan have
Yeah.
Steel Aegis
Yeah,
on
like I
Doom.
sucker punched
Also-
the man to no effect.
I literally squared off with the
literally
man.
scrappy dude Doom. So
Yes!
Okay.
He has
If
two
not,
scrap
no
new
way.
energy.
Above
Ow.
the table, if not now, win.
True. Synapse is clearly very nervous, but is also going to go like, so you use a VR, right? Not an actual AI? Because if you'd use an AI, I wouldn't have been able to fool it as easy. But what prompted the decision for like the VI over the AI? If you don't mind my asking. She is entirely trying to talk shop with Doom, not realizing that's probably inappropriate.
You see the closest thing you probably can ever get as an exasperated sigh from this man, which is just
She's
like,
following.
he turns and looks at you and says, I have told you 3 times, no one can steal what Doom does not intend to have taken.
So you decided,
darling, he's telling you he put the VI there so that you can get in through it.
yeah, no, I got that now. Thank you. I'm not good with social cues or understanding a lot of things.
That is fair.
you
And
Social cues are difficult ones.
I mean,
And
he is wearing a metal mask.
And when you say he is wearing a metal mask, again, the closest you will get it from a nod. And then gets aboard the Doom Wing. Which again, you see as he just goes towards it, the doors open and you hear like engines start whirring. Like you don't even see him do anything. He just gets on board and the ship starts.
you almost feel like the ship itself and the landing struts almost came down a little bit in order to reduce the angle of the ramp that Doom was walking up in order to get on the ship. But you're sure that couldn't possibly. That seems way outside of anything. So you clamber onto the ship, the Doom Wing, and it is opulent. It is servers and lush, just sort of beyond anything you could possibly have imagined in terms of airline comfort. You don't even feel it move until you look out. You know what? I don't even think there would be windows open until Doom decides to open them.
No. Honestly, with his sensor suite and everything, there may not be windows, period. Honestly, because he can see just fine. So yeah, it's just sort of like flying in a luxury apartment, basically.
in a big. So you feel, at least you think you feel, you know, the movement of a thing underneath you, but you're kind of almost waiting for the, all right, so when do we sit down in order to make the flight start or whatever? When are we supposed to, you know, put the seatbelts on and the upright position of the chairs, et cetera, et cetera. But
If I might add another little bit of flavor.
please do.
Doom just sort of walks forward into what looks like it would be this nice room, and he turns facing you all and begins to sit. And as he sits, the throne comes out of the floor, and six
Absolutely.
chairs come up on both sides of the room, and a table in the middle with food and refreshments already on it, just like rises up, and he just sits down. Please.
Do you think he remembered where the chair was, or did the chair find his butt when he went to sit down?
Probably.
Well, everything else here
If
is
we
frivolous. It's probably tracking him.
If we ask, it'll be Doom sits wherever Doom is supposed to sit.
Just assume he has a tracking device in his butt.
Gideon is, I think, having an existential crisis at the moment because he's trying, like, he was trying to figure out where to place everyone so that the least amount of distraction is happening, and at the same time, everyone is being a distraction. So he's like, I can't separate them. There are no two people I can separate to sit like on opposite ends of the table.
I'll be entirely honest. Synapse is basically sticking to Gideon's side.
Yeah, that's fair.
she's not holding on to him.
Yeah.
But that's mostly because if she needs to
I think
fight,
Gideon
you need
would
to have both hands free.
absolutely- Gideon would absolutely be presumptuous enough to sit on like the chair nearest to Doom's right side.
Oh, that means Synapse is gonna be dead too.
When
Fuck
Synapse
you.
goes to sit next down to Gideon, I just like Jaguar's hand just gently goes on her shoulder and moves it to the other side of him.
She'll sit down.
Cool.
And as everyone sits, I just say, tell me what you know about the scientists you allowed to escape.
Well, he had a terrible German accent. And as far as we can tell, he seems to be either working for you or you're working for him, kidnapping innocent people and conducting experiments on them.
He has access to one of Map's crystals. Just something that's kind of concerning to us.
At least we assume it was him kidnapping the homeless people, because if that was you, we're going to have an entirely different conversation.
So
Can
Can we
Zan
not
has a
threaten people while we're on a plane?
It changes the context of
Technically,
what
he
we're talking
didn't.
about.
Technically, he didn't threaten him. He just said we're have a different conversation. Just
So-
putting it out there.
So Zan
still
has
gonna have
set
words
next
later,
to
by the way.
Cal. But yeah, Zan is set next to Cal, and as he's saying that, he's gonna get like a little kick from Cal and like something wrapped in cloth pressed into his hand, and it will be the crystal that we got from the tree, because that happened yesterday, and Zan went straight to bed,
That's right.
and he remembered that Cal said he got his powers after touching a crystal. So,
Yeah,
But-
he will try and surreptitiously pocket it, figure
But
out where it
yes.
is.
Also, this is a nice craft you got here, Mr. Doomsman. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Can it fly at speed of Mach 2 like the Concorde?
how much of your country's GPT went into this?
Wait, one question at a time. I want to know if it's like the Concorde.
The scientist, Dr. Wolfgang Kriegslieber,
Oh.
did work for me, but he has been co-opted by other forces. Or have you all heard of the Dark Holders?
Oh,
Have we?
wait.
Yeah, just looks at Gideon.
With my eidetic
I?
memory, have we? You can remind me
Sure.
with that.
Or perhaps you've heard of the Latverian Pacifist Society?
No, but that sounds pretty dope. Do they have like pacifist stuff going on, like flyers and stuff?
Sorry, I would give the narrator a chance to resolve whether or not that meant anything, especially with the eidetic memory.
I'm going to say no to all of it. None of you have heard of the Latverian Pacifist Society.
Yeah.
What about Dark Holders?
The Dark Holders you would have heard of if you have extensive occult connection.
Okay, we're solstice when you need them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Solstice would have probably known him.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So what about the trait that I have?
Which one?
God heritage. With
Oh,
specifically the
Not this one.
of wisdom and knowledge. Okay.
Give me a logic non-combat roll.
Okie doke.
Could be combat logic, which is like
Looking at
Aggressive-
someone to find
aggressive
out
staring.
things. Yep.
aggressive staring contest. Go.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Can't do that. My camera's too far away, man. I just rebuilt everything.
Honestly, I was
Like-
gonna record in my office in my garage today because I finally got the internet working in there. But I was like, I don't feel like setting it up, and I'm so glad I chose not to because now I can do that.
I have had so much shit go wrong today. Like,
So
I am
that
not okay.
that would be a 16. However, the thing also tells me that I get like edge on any rolls pertaining to the specific area, but I don't know if allowing me to even roll would have consumed that edge, so to speak. But it's a 16 in any case.
I'll say no because that's a legit point. Yeah, roll edge.
I'm gonna edge that too. That's a 19 total.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. It's sort of delving through what you can remember of any encounters you've had over the years. It sort of complicates things when your memories are fractured because of your death and resurrection cycle. So you don't recall any one particular group calling themselves specifically Dark Holders.
Okay. No, I don't think I have heard of anything of them.
Kriegslieber is brilliant but naive. The Dark Holders are a cult that worship Morgana Le Fay as a goddess, and they wreak chaos in her name. One of their many fronts is the Latverian Pacifist Society. They convinced Kriegslieber to help them, and they have stolen the Doombot 3, the Doomsman 3, presumably to wreak havoc, harm me personally, and bring glory to their goddess.
What's it designed to do? The bot, I mean. Are we talking, is it a combat machine? Is it some sort of widespread chaos thing? I'm just trying to figure out the threat and the way to deal with it. I'm pretty good with machines, so knowing its capabilities would help in trying to stop it.
Brown Recluse, question. Normally,
Yes.
do you have some sort of spider sense?
Yes.
In Narrator, presumably that spider sense is currently lacking.
It is.
In just like a flash, Doom just thumps a grape that like whizzes forward and hits Brown Recluse right in the forehead. Like, normally your friend would have avoided that, yes?
Built it to take powers away.
Can I, being neurospicy, he thumps me and I'm like,
Just proving a point immediately does something that throws everyone off.
100%.
You see for a second, it's like Doom turns and looks at something that it's like, he just looked to you all, it looks like he just looks at the wall. And then he just sort of like nods slowly and he turns back and he says, for reasons that are beyond our need to discuss currently, call it my own history with LaFay. They intend to take my creation and harm me with it, and they will use it to attack innocent people in Latveria. Because to harm Doom's people is to harm Doom. I exist primarily to provide for the good and stable, abundant lives of the people of Latveria against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Zan is upset that he respects that.
Good guy, Doom.
Don't get
There
too
is-
excited. That's the same spiel all
people
the
are in
Supreme Leaders give.
If people
Okay,
are in
how do we
trouble,
break
need
your
to help
robot?
them.
Where's
I-
its CPU at?
I apologize. I heard how do we break the robot, and what did Synapse say also?
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, if people are in trouble, we'll help. That's apparently what we're supposed to do as heroes.
yeah.
Trying to learn to be one. But building a robot to take away powers that's specific. And I'm not going to ask for the threat you were particularly trying to chase because I know you won't tell me that. But I need to know, is it something from this dimension or something else? Because if it can go through dimensions, then we're going to have trouble chasing it. If it can move through that.
Do any of you have any particular levels of mystical knowledge?
I have some rudimentary knowledge. Synapse says more.
Yeah,
I've been
I just
learning.
point at Synapse.
I could create portals anywhere I could see.
So
To
she
anywhere.
broke your robot's ass.
Well, the second one. The first one that was kind of a
Wait, the
An
robot
us
has
thing.
2 asses?
Oh, and no, this entire time Jaguar has been outright glaring at Doom. He's not bothering
yeah.
to hide it.
Yeah. Doom
Yeah,
does
same here.
not
Like,
reciprocate.
Zan
He
is-
does not care.
Hector, can Synapse be like not necessarily holding onto your hand, but just like holding onto your shirt, just like under the table kind of thing? Just be like, every time she tries to talk, you feel it like get very tense. Because not only does she not like talking, she's completely head blind right now, and she's never been that, like ever. So she like Sparrow is having a bit of a panic attack.
I would say that when you mention other dimensions, Doom just looks at you and says, without the requisite knowledge, I cannot explain it to you in a way that you would comprehend, but you would do wise to continue following that line of reasoning. And immediately he stands up and the chair starts to sink and the chairs you're on start to sink, whether or not you jump up in time. And he turns and says, we have arrived.
Already?
Question,
we took off.
how thoroughly does this machine remove abilities?
Who said that? Sorry.
Gideon.
Gideon.
Doom looks at you and he looks at Red Jaguar, who presumably is starting to look ill now, and says, ask him. And turns and starts walking towards the bay where the door is going to open when they land.
Okay. This is terrifying, right? I'm not the only one thinking this is terrifying. Like,
Oh no, it's far above our pay grade.
It is.
And Zan's gonna
very-
clamber up off the floor and follow Doom.
It is very frightening, and we do need to be at least attempting to be on our best behavior in this situation.
I will
Gideon, you
s-
got
It's dad.
I would just say, even though he very much walks towards where you know the bay is going to open again, with his back to you, without facing you, Doom does say, I have reason to suspect that your power loss is either temporary or at least reversible, because were it not, you would be of no use.
hey, you can bring back my ability to hear people again.
Let's get Hector taken care of first.
Yeah,
starting-
of course.
To drip.
I'm fine.
It's starting to drip.
Gideon. This
He's
thing
Very
goes
clearly
south.
not
You
fine.
got
He's trying to hide it, but you can see like his hand and his leg are starting to shake from the pain he's been holding in, and
Yeah,
he's
the cold
actively
sweats.
starting to sweat a bit.
And I know Synapse is weak as shit, right? I know this. But can she kind of like wrap her arm around your waist and kind of like arm over the shoulder kind of thing? Should we like and try and steady you? And if you kind of resist, she's gonna look at you with like these big eyes, like, I'm terrified, let me do this. So it's more of a comforting.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I don't say anything. Please continue.
But yeah,
Gideon,
Zan
this
is
thing
still
goes-
grumpily. Oh, go ahead.
if this thing goes south, you got any contacts that can get us out of Latveria quietly?
Do I, Mike?
I'm like,
maybe.
Oh my God. Hurry, Synapse,
Listen.
turn yourself in. Get
I'm
extradited.
going to say it.
I could.
There
Get
is-
extradited.
There is a possibility, but I would have to prepare.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I haven't had to lean on those kind of contacts in a while. Thought you might have
Indeed.
something ready to go.
I might have someone we could talk to. Awesome. I'd need a computer though.
That was unexpected. Okay.
Have the computer.
Well, I'd need a secure computer, not one that he's got his hooks into. And I don't want to
think
risk
that's
opening up my
every
laptop anywhere
computer.
near here right now.
I think that's every computer in Latveria he's connected to.
Probably.
I'm gonna need to steal one of your phones.
I have the
I just
ultimate
hand him
weapon
my
in my
old
pocket.
ancient phone. Like me and Gideon just hold out our very old school phones.
Not either of you. Like I'd be like,
Gideon
not
Price
either
was
of
one
you.
his Nokia.
Just
No,
like a
too
Nokia
secure.
brick. Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's a
brick,
no, it's a Nokia and a flip phone.
Also, Mike, I will message you who I'm thinking of when I'm saying these connections.
The 1991 Razor with the little flip. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the Motorola.
But yeah, while they're having this conversation, Zan's trying to keep up behind Doom, and he's like, "Okay, you know we're gonna have to know how to break your robot to stop it, right? Like, where's the CPU located? Is it the head, the chest? What power source does it use? Does it have any particular weak points? Like, what's it made of? Is it adamantium, vibranium, some alloy?"
You see, for the first time, Dune turns around and seems like he acknowledges you. Even when you were trying to attack him, it was like you didn't exist. And he looks at you and he says, Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four. I've never had would-be heroes ask me for an instruction manual on how to save people. Fascinating. And turns around and goes back to like you're not there.
I'm gonna mutter, can I?
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna open a portal into that thing and slice it in half. Like just under her breath to like Hector, because she would have heard this. I'm gonna slice that thing in half.
Oh yeah, Doom is not subtle at all. Like he's not
Yeah.
trying. You all hear that.
And it's just like, Okay, you overgrown
on
Roomba,
the
look, if you want us to
direction.
save your people, we're gonna need information.
Who says that?
Aegis,
I
the,
grab him
the
by
guy
the
who
throat and
keeps
pick
trying
him
to
up.
punch him.
Yeah, I grab him by the throat and pick him up.
All right. Give me, I mean, a melee attack roll.
All right.
This succeeds. Can I grab Doom's wrist?
Believe I have 2 edges.
Wait,
Let's see.
why is he
What-
picking him up?
Because I just insulted him.
My melee defense is a 14, unless
have
that gets
edge.
affected by not having armor. Oh no, he has edge.
Oh, he has edge.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
There's a number of
and
edges,
sexy.
actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, whoops! I clicked on the wrong one. I got 2. Let's see.
What? What? Am I the only one who just heard what Sparrow said out of nowhere?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm not
there we
gonna
go.
say anything, man. Fuck off. That was entirely not meant to be audible. Fuck you.
You see, narrator, correct? That succeeds, correct?
That is a super.
Mhm.
As he just picks him up and just looks at him and says, "In your best day, in your strongest moment, you are an insignificant pebble to doom. I can allow your friends to continue the mission without you. You are nothing." And drop him.
Just still just glaring at him. It's like,
What did you do?
oh, I called him an overgrown Roomba.
It was being insolent.
Oh,
Hector
Uh.
steps up to Doom.
No. Gideon literally is going to say no.
It's
I
too
will-
late.
I will trip him with.
Can
a
we just focus on our dying, please?
Gideon Price is
Alright.
beside himself at this point. He's like, see, this is why I'm trying to teach you all to behave.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not.
I understand.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I see. There's
I
a
understand.
lot of
This is a-
tension here.
There is a lot going on. There is a lot of posturing that we have to get through, but he's dying. I can't hear anything, and that is terrifying. I have no powers, and people are in danger. Can we focus, please? Because I don't want to do this today. I want to go home and not deal with any of this. Can we focus? Because I am not losing anybody.
Then still rubbing his throat. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to get information, but someone's being stubborn about it.
Shut the hell up.
I would like to hit Zan with my cane.
Ow.
Listen, I'm
Just
gonna
like
grab.
not like actual
Zan.
damage, but like
Yeah.
just a
Listen
whack
to me.
and go behave.
I care about your life, yeah? You know that.
Mhm.
You trained me and you nearly killed me, and I care about you. So, this is me calling in my favor. Stop pissing off the guy that can kill us.
Damn it. Fine.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Notice-
take out my
and
little
when-
black book
Yeah.
and make a note of guilt tripping works on Zan. Close the book, put it in.
I will say, literally
Fuck you
still
guys.
standing there with his back to you, waiting for
Yeah.
the doors to open. When you
Yeah.
have this exchange, Doom just says, "There may well be hope for you yet."
And Doom
I
walks
really don't
forward,
react well to this praise.
almost on cue. Essentially, the Doom Wing opens, where, and you're almost convinced that this isn't exactly where you came in to the Doom Wing. This is where Doom is leaving the Doom Wing. And the entire procession, there are 2 rows deep by about a dozen in a line. So about 48 or so identical, want a better term, Dr. Dooms standing there at attention, rigid, waiting in a processional line as Doom walks off the Doom Wing. And then you see, sorry. then you see another Doom. But this one's different. This one's in shinier, more. It's almost more chrome, more metallic, more. I don't want to say demonic specifically, but definitely mythical looking in armor.
Yeah, if you want to say demonic, I'd have been like, can I still hear Curtis? Just saying. Like,
Talk about
is that still? Oh, cool.
Oh,
That's so fine. It's good. It's fine.
That was the
I don't
thing
like that
I was talking with you about in the thing, in the chat.
Oh.
Something we need to discuss about that.
Is this other Doom hot?
Well, they're all in
Suit of
masks,
armor.
so
It's
I mean, to
definitely
be fair,
Round's
on the
cake. You gotta
spectrums
be.
of hotness, on one end there is Sephiroth, and on the other end, also hot but in a different way. Apparently, there is Doctor Doom, according to Twitter.
Listen, like, everyone forgets that Sauron is canonically like super hot underneath that
Yeah.
mask. There's no reason Doom couldn't be either.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
can verify he isn't, but his hotness
Yeah.
doesn't come
The
from
man
this.
looks like a burnt steak.
I do not
Yeah.
know shit. I'm gonna put that out there.
Sure.
I don't.
Yeah, he looks like a dirty sponge under here. Yeah.
Oh,
One of the
okay.
few things the movies got right.
Yep. But
I mean,
sorry,
it's
not-
narrator, please
it's not
continue.
about the looks. It's about the personality. You know.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's
yeah.
an entire army of people who would love to have a Doom Daddy.
If
Oh.
narrator, if
I'm
I
not
might
saying people
begin-
with facial scars aren't attractive. I'm just saying Doom's a
canonically Doom is fugly, yes. But narrator, might
Yes.
I add something to this?
please do.
As you all are walking and you see this much fancier, somehow even more imposing Doom standing in front of you, the one that you all have been interacting with walks over and just turns and gets in line with the rest of them. And the nice one says, I am Victor Von Doom. Welcome to Latveria. I apologize. The day draws late, and I cannot offer you the hospitality I normally would to visiting heroes such as yourself. There is an attack that has begun on one of my eastern provinces. And you see he holds his hand up and a portal opens. And on the other side of the portal, I don't want to put words in your mouth, narrator. You tell me if you wish to describe now or later.
Describe now.
I
see
think, I think
Oh.
you wanted to tell them what they see on the other side of the portal.
Fair. You
I
see
ambushed him.
a scene of destruction. It's a small town. It's one of the provincial, not a massive thing. It has like its own little stuff, but a fire, destroyed buildings, a path of destruction as this gigantic robot that almost seems larger than it was, basically just stomping through the town. Indiscriminately, just you see it turns its head, a glow from a particular crystal blasts from its forehead and just sort of shears straight through one building and into the next and detonates something in that building. Fire and the buildings collapse. People screaming. Yeah.
And as Doom looks and sees this, he just says, welcome to my home. Now, I must ask for your assistance in its defense.
I
Gonna
need
look
a
at him.
computer.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna look at Doom and say, "You got something big and heavy I can swing at its head."
You see, he just looks at you for a moment and looks at the Doombot that has been with you the entire time and then looks back at you and says, perhaps I will accompany you personally this time. And he turns and walks through the portal.
Just out of character, may I ask, has this been actually a noticeable change in
Personality.
like personality, like the way
This
he
one's
talks
nicer.
between the two.
This one is definitely nicer. Like
That's what I
the,
thought. Yeah.
Cool.
the
Yep.
first
Yeah,
one treated you
okay.
like you were garbage. This one
Yeah,
is at least talking to you like you're a guest, like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
like
dignitary.
with like I'm sorry I can't welcome you. I'm like, hold on a moment.
Yeah, just a bit of
Yeah.
whiplash.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Just making sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you
One,
gonna
one
One
of
of
be
you
on-
moved up
one
from
treated-
garbage to pet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one treated you like an insect. The other one
Yeah.
is at least talking to you like a human being. Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Zan's worried that he was accidentally racist against a robot by calling it a Roomba.
That's right. If a Roomba could have a knife strapped to it, it would. So, like, this is a
You do
step
not
up.
mention the stabby.
Yes, I mean, as while Doom is like stepping through the portal before he's fully through, I do want to ask, will Hector's condition survive this, or is it more? How quickly is he deteriorating?
You see, with all of this like ringed chaos and destruction behind him, Doom turns and looks at Hector and looks at all of you and looks back at this giant robot and he says, I can't guarantee any of you are going to survive the hour. I suppose that will be up to you.
And again, Gideon's gonna usher the others. Come on, children, let's go beat the bad guys.
Yeah, Zan's gonna walk through and hold up the mask and say, "Can you reboot this thing? Because if not, I'm gonna get yelled at a lot here in a minute."
You die, I'm never forgiving you. And I'm gonna go
Fair
through the
enough.
portal.
Okay, I'm gonna go through it. Like, I'm gonna go through, and I say probably what I've said before is just stay behind me. I can probably still take more hits than all of you.
If I can get some space to work with my laptop, I might be able to at least interfere with it if it uses any kind of like Wi-Fi or something. Pretty useless in a fight, guys.
So y'all going through the portal?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go.
You
Fuck
showed
it,
us
we
people in danger. Zan's going towards it.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm gonna need some
Um,
ordnance.
Map has changed, and you are now at the top left. Are we? Actually, at
I
the
see us.
visual?
Yep, I see us.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I gave you all lighting.
We're all gonna have rank 1
Star
powers,
Wars.
and Doom's over here rank 6.
Listen, I get my portal back, shit is gonna change real fucking quick.
He's gonna
I'm
have
telling
more
you right
reactions than
now.
Dreadfire.
Make sure I gave everybody vision.
We're not gonna be able to fight
See the
fucking
map?
Doom. Fine. I can fuck up that robot.
Look, robot first, then the dictator.
That's
That's a
adorable.
weekend
Vision.
thing. No, it's Tuesday. It's definitely a Tuesday.
Yeah, it feels like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which means we fought that stupid tree on a Monday, and that checks out.
That makes complete sense. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the tree
Alright.
and the body swap.
So, with this, you step through a portal. You see ahead of you, town square, a fountain with a very familiar statue in a pose of confidence and majesty, and all around it, people fleeing for their lives, and buildings collapsing and on fire, as this fairly significantly large robot is basically stomping towards the statue. And from here, let's take a quick 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Everybody can get up, get stretched, get some hydration, get some snacks, bring some back for the rest of us, and we'll see you in
Apologize to your
5
Roomba for me.
with yeah. All right, back in 5. And we're back
Huh?
with our episode of Doom.
Where do we go?
I love you, John.
Our
Genuinely.
heroes, after meeting a Dr. Doom, on a better, we're convinced of their malfeasance. Is that the way to write the way?
That's the word.
And accompanied Doom to Latveria, where it was explained to them that an evil cult of Morgana Le Fay worshippers has co-opted not only one of his scientists, but as a result, a nigh indestructible robot to then wreak havoc upon Doom and take revenge of some kind. Which, let's face it, is the fault of our heroes. Somehow. Or at least that's the way Doom sees it, and this is why they're here. So, after some minor pleasantries for Doom, our heroes have accompanied Dr. Doom through a portal to Doomstadt, small town in Latveria, where the robot is currently wreaking havoc. At this point, we have a map, we have heroes, we have...
Do you have
Dr.
anyone
Doom.
recording the map?
Man, I hope so.
Thought I'd ask
I
before we actually started
trust
any
him.
details with it.
I trust D. All right. Everyone, initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh,
there's
goody
my
goody
character sheet.
Oh
gosh.
boy.
Initiative at all.
Oh boy.
Oh, I have an edge on initiative. Fuck yes.
And I still roll the exact same I always do.
Oh my gosh.
then-
I got an M on the marble die, but such
Yeah,
shit rolls otherwise.
a lot of M's. That's a lot of M's.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all get to go first with no powers. I'm excited.
Yeah. Gonna headbutt a
I'm
robot.
sure. I'm sure it'd be fine.
Where is my rule?
That's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
Strange. I love
Hello?
Roll20 so much. I am missing.
Yeah, there's two missing.
Two missing.
Oh no, I just didn't scroll. There's one missing.
You should have everyone.
There
I've
should
got a
be
You don't
6
have
count.
the-
seven.
We don't have Brown Recluse
Yeah,
in
we
the
do.
initiative order.
No, we don't.
Oh, you mean like in the tracker?
In the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, you rolled a agility check, not the initiative.
No, it was a vigilance check.
No, it's a
No.
My bad. Vigilance check.
It is an
Yeah, but
initiative.
it's doing an
Initiative
ability
is
score.
vigilance. It's fine.
No, the reason is you just have to select. The reason it's not going into the turn order is because it's technically a different thing.
But that's
Yeah,
it,
you have to hit the roll up at the
You
top.
have to hit the
Yeah, but
initiative
I
one
rolled
so
mine
that
as well, the robot, and it didn't add it.
It showed up now though. That should be everybody.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
reposted.
there. Why is mine not in there?
Did you
Because
do a
you
vigilance
also-
check or an
I did in
initiative
fact
check?
do an initiative.
Oh, initiative. It says initiative.
Either way.
Weird.
The robot's dead. We don't have to fight it.
Fuck yes.
Oh boy.
Just gave
Quickest
up.
mission
boy.
ever.
Just give up.
Although if the robot's dead, Doom no longer has any reason to keep us alive
That's
or to help
fine.
Hector.
Doomsman
So-
Ultra just showed up as a
What's that?
0.
That's me. Sorry.
You
Manually.
can-
doing it.
if it's in, yeah, if then you can manually alter it.
Oh boy.
Now, let me do
Oh,
this.
goody goody
again.
gosh.
Sending.
Gosh.
Right.
Oh wait, shit! Disney will come for me. Ah!
Doomsman
Remind me.
Ultra.
No, I'm gonna tell you guys something in shitpost. Hold on. This is important. As soon as I can find my
Start
fucking
us
mouse
off.
again.
Actually, who had
There's a couple of M's.
an M?
There's a couple of
there's
M's.
an M there.
I think-
M there. Wow.
Your first vigilance roll for your Doombot was an M. Then we had Synapse with an M. We had a Dreadfire with an M. We had another Synapse with an M.
Probably an edge.
because
she
tried to
re-rolled.
edge, yeah.
Extra turn at the top.
All right.
It'll do the best.
Synapse and Dreadfire both have M's. And the robot's just shooting stuff. So it's not doing anything aggressive towards anyone of the heroes.
It's doing aggressive things towards everyone.
Exactly. Dreadfire.
Yeah. He's just gonna look at Doom and just, you got any guns or ordnance or something? I got nothing at the moment. I didn't come prepared. Normally I can just kind of summon what I want. That's
We
a
really
problem
are
tonight.
discount heroes, aren't we?
To be
Yeah,
fair,
a little
when
bit.
most heroes lose their powers, they're discount heroes.
Actually, when you say that Doom doesn't acknowledge you at all, he's just looking at the robot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured.
I will
Long
say
shot.
one difference though, where the first Doom ignored you too, but this Doom really does seem to be taking in what's happening in the city, like people screaming and running, like he's looking at all of that. But he does not respond to you or acknowledge you.
Yeah, so
Fair enough.
Slightly less robotic.
Yeah. Not really being able to do a whole lot in the moment is gonna try and help civilians. Like he's just gonna move towards. Oh wait, I'm way zoomed out. Hold on. Move towards some of the buildings and like anybody who's like scrambling for cover or looks like they're wounded and needs to be triaged or taken out of the line of fire. He's just gonna start trying to triage stuff because he has nothing to fight with at the moment.
There. Synapse.
Okay. When we fought this thing before, right? So this is the one that took our powers, right?
Yes.
When we fought this thing before, it had an AI. Because I was trying to fuck with it, which means I can connect to it. Can I use my laptop and the hacking skills that I have to try and start interfering with its visual sensors and buy people some time to move and get out of its range of fire? It's not going to be as easy as when she could do it with machine telepathy, obviously. It's going to consume a lot of her focus, but Synapse can't fight. She's not really super defensive, but if she can fill this robot's visual systems with enough junk data, she can buy innocent people some time to run. That's my thinking here.
You can try.
Logic check?
Give me a logic check. You're going to add trouble to it.
Ooh.
Okay. So trouble has to be the highest one?
Trouble's
Highest
generally
roll?
the highest one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is the
Oof.
worst it could have been.
It is.
Do I technically get edge because it's a knowledge check? Because I would like to cancel it out, please.
That's a hard call because
Like if this doesn't work, that's fine.
I'll allow
So
it.
if we could,
Because you're
Cool.
you're basically relying on and the reason this fails because it does
Cool, yep.
still fail. But the reasons it does is because you were so reliant on your
machine
mechanical
telepathy.
telepathy before that it allowed you to bypass a bunch of things, and then you're doubling back. You're realizing, oh god, no, wait a minute, I can't do that now. I have to actually reroute
Yeah.
this thing or try to hack through, and then you're looking at this thing and sort of you're trying to hack into and a public network or some sort of mechanism to enable your pathway in the first place, and it's literally in Latveria. And this is
We need-
suddenly you're like, oh wait a minute, this is not
a language I understand.
It's not going to work well.
All right,
If
so
you're
you
running into
basically
the language barrier, running into I don't even know the
Yeah.
password for the Wi-Fi.
You see Synapse basically get her laptop out and just like put it against like on some rubble or something, and is trying to type, and like she is full on focus, and you all can kind of see like how gritted her teeth are.
No, not
Gideon,
English.
when we get out of this, remind me to develop a translator program for Latveria.
Okay.
I can't do anything else.
It's a fairly difficult language. It seems to have roots in the Ugro-Finnic, Germanic, and Slavic family groups. So you'll have your
Well,
work
I
cut out
can't
for you.
hack its machine right now. So I'm gonna need a few more minutes or something to get into this machine.
Do you want
As a note to
dongle?
Dr. Doom, that laptop.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna use my phone, but it would have made more sense for her to use the fucking laptop. Oh, I didn't want to bring it up.
That's what did I say? You have to use the method used in all Mexican households.
No, so
Don't
like I
mention the
wasn't
thing.
gonna, but like logically to try and hack into this machine, she's gonna try and use something familiar to her. At the moment, her phone is not as advanced as her laptop is, and her laptop is the thing that she has been using the longest. It is like the most. It is a thing she has built from the ground up multiple times. It's a thing that she's kind of spent a lot of her life refining to her particular hacking styles, even though she does have the thing. So I figured the best chance she would have would be with that laptop. So that's what she's going to instinctively go for. As much as I really didn't want to remind Doom about the fucking laptop.
Bold of
Guys,
you to
if-
assume that Doom forgets things.
Or both of you
Doom
assume
may
that he
not.
didn't already know.
He probably did. Mike hates me. He's going to emotionally traumatize me, and not in a fun way.
Is there a bias here against Sparrow? What's going on?
Huh?
Is there a bias here against Sparrow, Mike? What's going on?
Yeah, definitely.
Just petty
I keep
revenge.
breaking his encounters.
Oh, well, that happens.
Yeah, I was about to make a joke, but then I went, no, wait. Synapse has broken
I've
3
broken
of
like
Mike's
3
last
of
3
them in this
encounters.
match. And the best part is not intentionally. Like I've tried to be creative, and then it's just fucked everything up. But not for us.
In your intro. So Cal, about that date, how do you like beer or wine?
I love the idea that Cal's like 30 feet away running towards burning buildings.
he's like grabbing civilians and ducking into buildings. It's like, what?
Just save that guy over there. I ask later.
All right.
I would just
Do-do-do-do-do. I should watch this. Back up to Gideon Price.
Okay. So did I get this right? Synapse just like basically plopped herself down where she is and started doing the thing.
Well, I'm gonna say she's put it against the like a bit of rubble. So she's standing up and she's typing and
Okay.
is trying to get through this. She's not
Okay.
sat down. I feel like that would be bad in a battlefield.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do a couple of things here. First off, because I have no idea how else I would find out whether it works or not and whether it is actually a power or not, I would like to try to use focus fire because this is this is the same robot that
That zapped us.
Kriegsliebe stole, right?
Yes.
So I will kind of like, considering the fact that I do not have access to the telepathic network, like to use focus fire on it. But basically Gideon just starts rattling out all of the information that he so far knows about the robot, like where its weak points are, what its defenses are like when fighting and everything. And I don't know if it works or not because it is officially a power, but we've so far been flavoring it as Gideon's just pure battlefield experience. So it's entirely up to you. I have to try to use it to know if I can or cannot use it.
Fair.
So that is going to be the action. I'm also going to stride my 5 paces forward. If it works, then everyone gets edge on all of their actions against the Doombot. So all of my team plus Dr. Doom. And I would also like to try to surreptitiously drop the KGB data download dongle to Synapse.
Oh my god, is there a universal translator on that thing?
Please tell me
Not
there is. Is
I
there?
don't know if there's a universal translator, but that's a way for her to get the data off her laptop and saved.
Yes.
And
Thank
sent
you.
to God knows who.
Mm,
I'm gonna lose the laptop. I can feel
fascinating.
it.
All right, Dr. Doom.
So yeah, I'm gonna just deduct the focus anyway, and
Yep.
you can tell people if they have edge or not.
Will do. Dr. Doom.
All right. As all of this is happening, and Doom looks at you sitting down typing, and he just strides forward into the middle of the village. Narrator, if I could intrude upon you to move my token just out in the open.
All right.
And you all hear his voice starts booming like it's out of a loudspeaker. And he says, "People of Doomstadt, your king, your protector is here. You, Darkholders, Kriegslieber, I stand before you now." And he throws his arms back. "Come, face your true enemy." And I will activate my defensive stance. So you just see the ground like cracks underneath him, like, and stands out in the open. That's it.
Cool. With all Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's like little jets in the back of the armor to make the cloak billow. It's weird. You're like, where's that wind coming from? It's like, if anybody would have billow jets, it's Doom.
Yeah, the cloak of billowing should exist in every
100%.
system.
It's Doom. Actually, the winds in Latveria obey Doom. They turn and blow my cloak at a dramatically appropriate moment. That's it.
He 100% would do that.
Doomsman Ultra, the massive robot stomping very gloriously. It looks up at the challenge of Doom. And it raises its hand with a glowing sort of port in its palm, and it sort of gets that anime level sort of buildup of bluish green energy and blasts straight through the statue in the middle of the fountain, destroying it utterly, and blasts at Doom. Where is my robot? Ooh. Pretty sure a 12 does not hit Doom's agility defense.
It doesn't, but narratively, Doom doesn't move at all. He just holds his hand up, and you see like energy appear around him,
And it just sort of splits the beam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to say, you also got a Marvel success on that one.
Plus a Marvel success. So my Marvel success is going to be that the beam itself splits and tears off a chunk on either side of the building.
Oh no.
I like to think that it like goes right past the rubble where Synapse is with the fucking laptop.
And sort of blasts like furrows into the ground. And... Gotta stop watching that shit. All right. Steel Aegis.
Oh boy. Oh wait. did Synapse and Doombot take their Marvel
Yep.
initiatives? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm back to having normal human speed. So yeah, Aegis is gonna start running down the road. He's probably gonna start doing the same thing as Cal and start trying to get civilians out of the area. At least until he gets close enough to try and jump kick this robot. Oh wait, actually, while he is running down the street, is he able to see whether or not the like servos he hacked up when he phased through that thing earlier are still messed up? Like, has it been repaired at all, or are there still wires hanging out?
Far away can you normally see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of.
Yeah, he's
Too far to see.
okay.
I mean, you don't think so.
Boo.
Which is problematic all on its own.
Yep.
It's got healing factor.
That's unfortunate.
Why? Why do you give him that power, Mike?
Because you had it.
Why did Doom give him that power?
No, I don't have it anymore. Remember?
Oh, that's why it has it.
Maybe he took it
Oh.
from you.
Oh shit!
Took it from you.
Oh,
I
it's taking
apologize.
all
No, it's
our
anime.
powers.
I'm so sorry.
Fuck.
Technically, you gave him
Guys, if it has our
This is gonna
powers,
suck.
this is a problem.
I would like
It's
to
now
apologize
super
in
dense.
advance.
has a force shield, healing factor,
Is doubly
Mhm.
immortal.
fancy guns. I don't know.
6 reactions.
Speaking of fancy guns, Dreadfire.
Well, speaking of fancy guns, he's going to continue on his path there. I'm assuming he's made it to like the building. I think that's 7 spaces.
So has spider-like agility.
So in helping some of these people to cover and sort of surveying the crowd, would he see, I don't know what the state of the civilian populace is here. Do they have weapons? Would he see anything useful?
Doom has a vested interest in keeping the electorate unarmed.
That was my assumption. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks
Cal's
out.
done this rodeo before. He was not expecting weapons.
No. One lady
Yeah.
has a really bulky looking purse.
Right. Okay.
Oh, you could grab bricks.
Yeah, but he's not particularly strong. All right, so yeah, he's just going to take a beat and sort of rely on his combat training to center himself and try to figure out what to do next. So he's going to use a karma to do a focus recovery.
Oh, okay.
Which is what, a non-combat vigilance. So 14 times 3, 30, 42.
Cool.
Yeah, and that'll be his turn. He'll just stay behind cover on the corner of this building here, trying to gauge what to do next.
Jaguar.
I'm using the strategy of fuck it, we ball, and I'm just gonna walk forward. Wait, what? 1, 2.
You
3,
can
4.
use your action as an extra move as well. You can move double if you want.
Well, that was the
Not
thought,
actually.
but then I realized, well, if I have my powers off, that might also include attack stance, so I need to turn it on again.
Sure.
Use my action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna call up to the robot and say, "Oye, máquina estúpida, let's go." For anyone
I
who
was
may
gonna
not know any
die.
Spanish, I just called the Doombot 3 a stupid machine.
Fair.
Autobot.
Speaking of machines, Synapse. That was weird. Sorry. Bad transition.
Okay. So I can't hack it. Is the portal to Doom's place still open?
No, I'd have closed that when we came through.
What the fucker? Okay.
You've got to just leave the door open?
Right.
Well, what do you want me to do? I can't hit this thing. Okay. What's the general tech level around here?
Peasant. I mean, no, obviously not. But generally, any tech level that would be here is not seen. So there will be underground cabling. There would be the Wi-Fi emitters or anything would be cleverly disguised as normal street lamps.
Can you hack a washing machine to get into the larger network?
Honestly, I was thinking anything with a connection that could let me piggyback, but I'm getting the sense that's not an option.
Not in the 6 seconds you're going to take in the next.
I have a suggestion if you would want to hear it.
Please, I have no idea what to do.
So Doom just called out these dirt bags. Maybe you could try like tapping into his security network and seeing if you can catch them on CCTV or find where this Lieberhosen guy is.
I assumed he was in the robot.
I
But
think him and the
is
robot
there-
are separate beings.
Is there a CCTV network in this area that I could try and hack into? No. All right.
Okay.
Like the look on your face. No.
Worth a shot.
Okay.
I mean,
I was
quaint
fucking with this thing
European
earlier.
village.
I was fucking with this thing earlier.
Quaint European village.
Yeah.
Cobblestone streets.
Yeah, thanks for that. You've taken everything I can fucking do, man. What do you want?
Feels like that was the
Okay,
point.
this is
Yeah.
a complete fucking long shot. All right, and I completely understand this will not necessarily work. But Crotus and I are separate, so technically, I'm banking on the chance that it didn't take his powers. I want to try and reach out to Crotus and see if he can't jumpstart one of my powers. Or at least charge it up enough to be able to use it. No?
I'm just trying to decide what power I would give you back.
That demon daddy give her some sugar.
Shut the fuck up!
That's
We need that to be an emote now.
Listen, I already suffer with the fucking sorry mommy emote, okay? Like, don't give my chat ideas.
No, I'm saying for this chat.
Oh, then yes, fine. Okay. If you don't want to do that,
I'm
I
just
have
trying
my
to decide
bag of
what,
tricks, right?
what would he have? What would he
I
have?
would assume some kind of telepathic. Given that his whole thing with me has been telepathically linking with my
Yeah,
brain.
but he links to you.
Yeah, but he communicates with me entirely telepathically, and I communicate with him entirely telepathically. So if he could supercharge me enough to reactivate the neural network, I'll be actually able to help people. Because he's not part of me when I'm doing well, he is, but canonically, we've only really used him as a telepathic thing or a boost.
All right.
Otherwise, can I jury rig a flashbang from like electronic pieces in my bag to try and try and fuck up this robot a little bit?
All right. So you're basically inwardly sort of clutching and sort of like sending out a distress call to
Crotus. Yeah, she's gonna place her hands on, like, if you're okay with me doing this, that's what I'll do. Otherwise, I would spend my turn trying
No,
to.
you know what? I will allow this because we introduced Crotus as an entity and as a connective force for Synapse's power as well. So Dr. Doom as well. You will see basically
Yeah, Synapse is gonna
Synapse,
grab
this
the
young woman
amulet.
clutches this interesting, timeless, almost ancient looking amulet. Sort of it's And the more you stare at it, the more you realize it has an eldritch undercurrent to it. It's got something, and then a little flash of something. And you've seen this before because the armor you're wearing is your Promethean armor, the armor that you created when you possessed the soul sword in the region ruled by Belasco, or formerly many times ruled by Belasco. And I don't remember what the demon world is called, essentially. And this energy, Synapse, you reach down and plead, saying, I hope you're all right. I need you to help me. And you hear just tickling, and it's different now. It's tickling at the back of your brain, not like a shared companion, not like a peer or an equal, but basically it has an edge of malevolence to the point where he realizes that he's got the power now.
Cool.
He's got power. He has power he didn't have before.
Oh,
Crooks can help.
I'm not selling you my soul before we get into that.
Cronus no wants souls.
What do you want?
You'll see. And you feel technological static kind of crawl up the back. It's almost like touching a live current, but at the same time hearing the dial-up tone of an ancient modem. And the two together sort of kind of leave almost a tinnitus in one of your ears. It's just sort of like a little disconcerting, but everyone except Doom, unless Doom wants to be. So Doom feels this as well, a little creeping up the back of your brain. That's sort of an introductory.
Doom does not consent to pacts or
I
communication with otherworldly beings. Call declined.
That's wise. Yeah, no.
Everyone in
You
turn
got caller ID.
feels this
Neural network?
trickling of the brain.
I'm gonna imagine it kind of hurts for her to do it, given that it's like
Not really, but at the same time, it's disconcerting as hell because you're no longer tech connected. So you don't. This is what normally this would feel like for you, but your tech savviness.
it's not me doing it. It's like it's
no longer you.
I'm not the active conduit.
Yep.
Adam,
And
can you guys
everyone
hear me?
else, if you sort of lean through it and sort of feel the prickling, you hear other voices. Synapse's voice. Can you hear me? But it's not white Synapse's voice. It's Synapse's voice fed through a tech filter.
Sound kind of funny.
Like
I'm trying to use my little friend.
the DB is set
create-
way too
Huh?
high. The DB is set way too high. Just
I'm
like
trying to use my friend to re-engage the psychic network. I don't know what more I can really do here, but I'm hoping if I can maintain this connection, you guys are going to have at least a fighting chance here. You should be able to communicate with each other, but fair warning, I'm using Cronus to do this, so he probably listen in.
testing,
your thoughts
testing. 1, 2,
focused.
3.
I'm assuming everyone can hear each other.
yes. Super tinny, super tech sort of feedback, but is there. That's you?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue, like, obviously it would take an action, so she's can't do it this time, but thematically, she's going to keep trying to hack this thing. I am going to use the fucking USB and back up my laptop again. Like, I have dozens of backups for this thing, but I'm terrified you're gonna break it.
Break it before he can.
Fuck no, Synapse could never.
Oh no, that attitude.
Windows 98.
Brown Recluse.
Yes.
Load up. What you up to?
Where am I in relative station with everyone around me?
Everyone, most of them have run ahead. Synapse is sort of holding onto her computer with one hand that she's propped up on a piece of rubble or, I don't know, public trash can.
Rubble.
Is she in pain?
No, she's
It's-
just sort of tense.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold this connection for everybody.
And what's happening in front?
Doom has basically taken up a defensive stance, and the robot blasted him with, and he held up his hand, and the beam split, and everyone else is sort of running up to, I guess, engage the robot.
Okay. Not much I can do. I'm gonna power walk Pat to like where Synapse is. Just, hey, do you need me?
Unless, not at the moment, thank you. I'm trying to keep this connection active. I can't get into this robot. I don't know what to do.
That's scary. We need
Little
to
bit.
seriously have a talk about with Gideon about getting you some upgrades or something. Oh, maybe turn her a cyborg. That'd be kind of cool. But I'm gonna go.
Can I just
try to-
ask that you don't throw me this time? Because I'm going to get splattered if you do.
Oh yeah, about that.
We're having that discussion after this. I'm just letting you know.
Bad recluse. Bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, Synapse just looks at you and, like, you can just feel this, like, she wants to fucking go off. If you can start clearing some people out of the way, I think that'll help.
All right, I'm on it. I'm gonna try to gorge somebody. Human person in front of him. He's gonna like, all right, you sons of bitches. It's me, and you've just been revoked. And he's just gonna like dash towards the nearest thing and try to imitate still Aegis with flip kicking, but like kind of like boom, whatever you can do.
To what? You're gonna run up. You're a ways away from the robot still.
That's fine. I'm gonna try to get up there as quick as I can.
So you're dashing up. You're basically sort of pushing civilians out of the line of
Yes.
Doom.
Doom.
You're dashing up the thing. You would probably go there. Okay. Gideon Price.
I would like to first use my movement to move up to Doom. And then as I'm passing Doom, I'm going to look at him and just going to ask, do you perchance know if I will come back if I die? And then I am going to continue, if I still come back if I die, and then I'm going to continue using my action to move forward another 5 paces.
Okay. You moved. Perfect. Dr. Doom.
When he says, will I come back if I die, and goes running past, Doom just steps forward and says, I do not know if you will return if you die, but I do know considering death is the surest path to defeat. There are powers greater than any can imagine in this world. Perhaps you would like a demonstration. And Doom moves forward again, closer to the robot. If you would move,
Absolutely.
move me, please. And again, that loudspeaker comes on, and he just says, "By the crimson bands of Cytorak!" And red energy goes leaping out from his hands towards the robot.
So roll it. Give me. Crimson Bands is a ego.
Oops, I said what it does. Sorry, not
That's
to
all right.
roll it. Oh wait, it just says I make an ego check, but it's it didn't roll it for me. Okay, so just make an ego check.
Yep. I guess
But I
ego
have-
attack roll.
Yeah, but I have an edge against their melee defense. And I'm definitely gonna re-roll that there. Nothing happened. Does that mean I rolled the same thing twice?
Yeah.
I think it means you rolled the same thing twice, but I'm not 100% convinced of that.
It means you either roll lower or
Lower or
Yeah,
the
the
same.
same or
Or the
lower.
same.
In this case, lower would be better, so it would have to be the same thing.
Oh yeah.
But you have an edge as well.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna use my other edge on this again.
Oh,
Hey!
I will
Nice.
say it's like for a moment there, it looks like it's not gonna work, and Doom realizes he's in public in front of his people and these heroes, and it's like,
I will not be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Doom
I'm just
suffers
taking
from
photos.
critical social
I
anxiety.
will myself to do something dope in front of these losers. Yes.
It's like, no, I spent
That's
so
fair.
much time flexing on them.
Yes. Absolutely.
So now I'm just like taking photos with a phone. Totally not going to Photoshop this later.
Yeah.
I would never.
Crimson Bands of Cytorak.
Attack, in fact, is a success. Not only is the target paralyzed, it is also pinned. So it basically these sorceress bands erupt from the street, from underneath the robot, and sort of wrap around it, and the mythical sort of sigils that accompany around it sort of hold it fast, and the robot continues to step, or tries to continue to step forward, and you can hear the grinding of massive gears at this point, and you'd almost think that it's confused. And it remains where it is. Mere steps away from stepping and crushing the statue.
Having restrained the target, that is it for Doom.
Doomsman cannot move. What is paralyzed? Oh, pinned. Pinned is different. Pinned, you can't do damage. Nothing except breaking away. Let's try that.
Yeah, hacked robot.
Oh no, that's Dr. Doom. I don't want that one. I want this one.
Melee check target number 20. Bleh.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
And
It's a
it
bit.
struggles. And these bands and sort of mystically start chipping and breaking away. And the robot sort of tears away from this restraint and stomps on the fallen statue.
Fascinating.
And it looks up. And that's its action. Steel Ages.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. First, he is going to ping Gideon and ask, "Hey, what's the closest words to get out of here in Latverian?" And so, yeah, he is going to start like motioning for people to leave the way we're coming from, and just shouting "Ah!" Because why would he not think that Gideon knows? 3,
Latveria,
4,
yeah, absolutely.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will burn his major action to move out this way to just keep trying to get people out of here and to make a beeline for this burning building.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Dreadfire.
Yeah, so he's going to advance to the next building that's currently on fire.
Whoop.
And is going to take a beat. When we were in the ship, I want to clarify, Aegis had said that he surreptitiously slipped me a crystal that the team had acquired.
Yes.
Is that valid? Okay. So knowing that and having had a chance to really do anything with it, and being a little bit out of options, he's going to pull that out of his pocket and unwrap it and take a look at it and try and see if he can make it do something or if it reacts to him at all, given the current state of things.
Are you
Did we
touching
get
it with
teleported
your hand?
out?
Yes.
Everyone else has got teleported out when they use these things. Every single one.
Usually come back.
Look,
If you
Aegis
go to hell, I can't help you, man.
Aegis had an idea for one of two things happening. One, Gary comes back. Two, Dreadfire can be like, hey, hell, can you help us out?
I mean, it's an idea. It's more help than I have been currently, so I can't talk shit.
Nothing happens.
I mean, Gideon would have shared that she was not happy about having seen him, so
Yeah, and
Well, I don't know if this team might be fully. Cal's seen her a couple of times, at least once since then. It's
of
been a
course,
thing.
yes.
Yeah. They've established a rapport. They're
Oh,
buds.
excellent.
Yeah. All right. Well, if that does nothing, then again, out of options and don't fully understand this magic stuff. There's usually a co-pilot handling that part of the deal. He's gonna throw the crystal at the robot. He's gonna aim for the crystal in the robot's head that took our powers, presumably.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Give me an agility check. An agility attack, I guess.
22
You have edge.
with an edge.
That does hit, so you can crit fish.
Aw.
I'll let you reroll that too.
Yeah, well, still, it's 22.
You have any other edge?
Under different circumstances, possibly in this
Can
particular.
I give him a
case, I
comma?
think so.
Oh.
Absolutely.
I have 3, so you can have one of them if you like.
Do I know that this edge came from me?
Yes,
Did it?
because it's tactics. It's not quite. I
Okay.
mean, it's a power, but at the same time,
Okay,
it's not
yeah.
sort of on the same level as something.
Producing flames. Yeah, okay.
Still a 6.
Anyone else? Anything else?
So you used the karma one that I used, gave you?
Yeah,
I
just
have
rolled
no more karma, so
I mean, I have 1 karma left. I can burn.
I got 3. I'll burn one for you.
you actually do regenerate it as well, don't you, Zen? So
Yeah.
He's the only one that regenerates his
Yeah.
karma.
yeah, he's like
Cal does too.
Cal does too.
Yes.
Yeah, Dreadfire is heroic. Imagine that.
Oh.
Couldn't be me.
Would not guess it by looking at him.
Right.
Imagine being heroic.
At this point, I'm not convinced it's rolling. That's another 6.
It does happen.
On occasion.
Did you roll the other one as well?
I thought I did, but yeah.
I've only heard one
did,
beat.
did it go?
Oh, I get it.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you have rolled 4 6s in
rolled-
a row.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Now I
you
feel
rolled it.
dirty.
See,
Oh, my God.
The script is running. That only lets the narrator get.
Script seems to run.
I see how it is.
But you know what? I'm going to allow this because of a number of factors. You are stunned by the fact that this crystal. I mean, you touch the thing, you get shunted. That's the thing that's been happening, and you're kind of bereft in a way. You're kind of missing this other half of your of the person. hero that you formed yourself to be. And so in a like one part desperation, one part FAFO, you basically just sort of corner up the crystal and you chuck it, and it spirals straight into the gem, or into the crystal thing, the matrix, the middle of the head. And you hear the clink and the shatter of crystalline glass, and the robot spasms. The robot kind of jerks. It suddenly loses its, and it starts spitting sparks from various parts of it, like open gaps, and the head twitches, and you see an expansion of eldritch energy, and a wave blasts out from it, similar to what you experienced before, but this time different. At this time, it feels, you feel stronger. You feel, in Brown Recluse's case, more agile. You feel denser. You feel stronger. You feel a lot less in pain, Hector / Red Jaguar. You feel centered. Oh, except, Gideon Price, who basically feels the same. But
it is just like nothing has changed. What are you guys talking about?
What
Like,
is
what
wrong
is
with
all
you
of this
people?
reacting? Yeah.
So dramatic. And Dr. Doom, you witness this pulse of purplish energy that washes over everyone, and they are suddenly sort of, at least with your detections, more than they were mere moments ago. So in previous in chats, we've discussed 6 core powers that each of you as players consider for your hero characters to be their fundamental powers. And these are the powers that you regain. The other ones,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
may
goody.
be doomed to get them back at a later day.
Doomed.
To you, Dreadfire, you hear, the fuck was that?
That's what I said. And how'd you go?
I don't feel great.
Well,
But
time
you
to get
do
to work.
feel that connection to the specter. You feel that the coldness of death, the dampness of the underworld wash over your being once again.
Yeah. So as a reaction, immediately upon feeling that, he will assume the Dreadfire form and let the spectral flames take over. He'll just resummon his weapon. Okay, break time's over. Let's get to work. And that's his turn.
Perfect. Red Jaguar.
So he feels the strength and everything coming back in,
Yes.
and
A wash of relief, a wash of sort of peace, but at the same time adrenaline.
fucking finally. And he's gonna begin moving forward in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was gonna say grab Brown Recluse and chuck him.
Hey,
Fucking
Joe, you down?
revenge!
Yeet!
Revenge!
Joe, you down? you're just gonna see me look at you as like, would you
You
like
got the
to be in front of a
telepathic
robot?
network back up, my dude.
Yeah, you
and
just
it's
see the
clear
image
now.
of me yeeting you like a shot put. You down?
Oh yeah, let's go. Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios. Okay, so how does this work for when I'm the one throwing?
You do an agility roll against the robot.
I'm not that good at agility.
Man, you just chunk him over the nearest building.
Okay, might as well try. All right, agility roll. Here we go. It's a 10.
10. You have edge.
Oh, please, for the love of God, please.
Reroll the 1.
Hey, it goes into a 12.
That is enough.
Woo!
Because this is a gigantic freaking robot.
Oh, thank
You're
God.
throwing someone at the side of a barn. And you pick up Brown Recluse and Fastball Special. So, Brown Recluse, you make a melee attack against the robot.
Okay.
Which I now realize I'm using the wrong one.
Not
I'm now
really,
depowered.
really.
So, back to...
Can I have edge, right?
Yes, you do in fact have edge.
Okay, well, let me see if I can. Ah! It
You
didn't-
have more than one edge, actually.
Okay, we're gonna do that one then. Ah! Okay.
We're getting there.
Let me see. You have
Another
that
one.
edge. You have... You can spend a karma into it.
I shall do that. I will spend a karma.
Rid of that too.
There we go.
It's offensive.
That's much better.
It is much better, but it's not quite enough.
Could I spend a karma to?
You can absolutely spend a karma.
Arguably, so it doesn't cost karma. There's just a help reaction. It costs you
That
reaction.
is true. I mean, technically,
You
yeah, okay,
you
fair.
spend karma to reroll your own, like if you need to reroll. But if you're helping someone, it's just a reaction.
Oh, okay. I would like to use my reaction then to, like maybe I added some spin to the throw.
Sure. Roll that.
Got a
Roll
good
that. Get that.
spiral
Get rid of
going.
that too, Joe.
Okay.
That 2 is offensive to my eyes.
Yeah, it is very offensive. Hold on. Ah! It did nothing.
The
don't
2
know.
took offense to
You're
your being
supposed to
offended.
to spin it the other way.
Yeah.
The other way, for God's sake.
I mean, I didn't do it. All I mean is I'm just, holy shit, I'm being thrown. And I'm like, like Roger from American Dad, I ink, but I like a web, like, oh shit.
Did you wait for me to take a drink
So
for you to say that?
I did not. I just looked up.
You fly into it, and a lot of things go through your mind all at the same time. And you're like, hey, I'm hurtling towards this gigantic robot at a very... What's the word I'm looking for? Terminal speed.
High velocity.
And you're like, how am I going to balance this with not actually getting hurt? So basically, you land on the robot, but you don't. You aren't prepared with just how strong it is and how sort of centered it has been. So you push against it, expecting to damage it, and you stagger it. Sort of takes a step back from the force and the strength of you pushing off of it, and you land. You can pick pretty much anywhere within, say, 3 spaces of the robot if you want.
Yeah, I think. Well, I can't Rochambeau this robot, so.
No, I mean, you're in clear distance of it. You can do so. Not yet, though.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not. I can't do it yet. So, where am I? Where is he? On the screen. Oops.
And Red Jaguar, you can still move your 5 spaces.
Hooray!
There I am.
I came back at the right time then. 1, 2.
Yeah,
There we
we're
go.
just gonna sit right.
Synapse. You're up.
I have my powers back, right?
You
The
have
6 ones we
those
discussed?
6 powers back.
Brilliant. I'm going to walk forward a bit. Doom, I'm going to ask you very quickly. Do you have a holding cell for this thing?
Yes.
Show it to me. and you're going to feel like a little tap against the side of your brain. I only need a second. I just need an image, and then I'll be out.
You find that call is refused, but you get an image sent into your brain of a holding
Fine.
cell.
Brilliant. That is
No,
perfect,
I'll
but I
text
just need
you.
I just need the fucking image. I'm gonna clap my hands, and you can see like she is pissed off now that she can actually do something. I'm going to open a portal under this fucking robot, and I'm gonna send it to that holding cell. It doesn't have her powers now. It can fuck off. It's either going to the holding cell or it's going to the moon. Make your choice.
Moon.
We have discussed this. Please do not litter the moon until we know who has
Fine, I'll
stuff
put it at
on
the
the moon.
bottom of the ocean.
I'm
There's
and
sure
an
they
entire
pick it up later.
civilization
don't
on the
care.
other side of the moon, and they're going to be really upset that you keep throwing your garbage at them.
They keep throwing murderous robots up here. What the hell?
So she kind of like, you see her drag her hands apart, and a portal is going to appear under this thing. And it's just gonna fall.
Well, when the portal opens, is it to where I showed you, or is it to the ocean?
If you've showed it to me, it'll go into where you showed me.
Right.
If you hadn't showed me anything, it was going into the ocean. So
Yep, I have a place that can go. That's no problem.
I know it's like I don't want to give Doom the robot, but I need this thing contained, and I don't necessarily know it won't be able to get out of the ocean eventually. Whereas if it's in Doom's hands, we can just come and find it later. Doom is going to hunt us down, so like, there's gonna be a thing.
Synapse, you hear a knock at your at the mental door, and it's Hector saying, "You know, if you want, you could either now or later just drop me from the sky straight into the cell, and I can smash into it."
You get that is an excellent idea. Don't worry. I plan to be very, very chaotic with this.
Do I notice them telepathically planning yet another international incident? Not
Neither of them remember that.
regaining their powers.
In Latveria, not even an international incident of diplomatic.
Yeah, so technically it's not
They're
international. It's
literally,
national.
they're literally in another country.
We're not breaking
Listen.
international law. We're breaking national law. There's a difference.
we're breaking-
We're
So
just
many laws.
civilians. We don't represent any branch of the government.
All right, so
We
This is
do
a
when it
civil
suits
case,
us.
if
So
anything.
you get a pushback, and you sort of you send your telepathic request to Doom. Doom is, and you encounter. I mean, you felt the strength of Gideon Price's brain, his strength of just presence in order to pull you out of the. This is like you're trying to, and you realize there's an iron fortress, and you're trying to push the door open of this gigantic. There is nothing, and then it then turns around and it shunts back into your brain. This image of this holding area, and you focus on that. You open this portal, and the robot kind of takes a step forward, and it looks like it's basically reaching out in order to clobber the spider-clad individual that's within striking distance of it. And this portal opens up underneath its feet, and it staggers, and its fist comes down a foot and a half away from Brown Recluse, and it sort of just kind of gets pulled into this sheer weight of it. It pulls itself into this portal, and you hear boom on the inside, on the other side of it.
She's just gonna like close her hand. The portal's gonna shut.
Feels anticlimactic. Broke my robot.
Hey, I asked if you didn't want me to
Okay.
have
All
that
good.
back.
Okay. This was all planned. It's fine.
Yeah, because now Doom still has the robot.
Exactly.
We'll deal with that.
And 2 crystals.
Yes.
We will deal with that. My priority was getting the robot away from the fucking civilians.
Yeah.
That was it.
Out of initiative.
This is now, I guess, out of initiative. Because
I'm
Alright.
there's
immediately
no
going
fights.
to Red Jaguar and starting to inspect him for any signs of puddliness.
So this is funny because as Gideon is trying to check me, Red Jaguar has immediately begun walking off and is lifting up rubble looking for people who might be trapped. So Gideon is like, I need to check if you're
Yeah.
dying from internal bleeding.
Yep.
But yeah, Zan is still running in between houses. Once he's seen that people get their powers back, he's slapping the mask on and just phasing through the houses. If there's any civilians trapped in under anything, he's gonna start picking them up and taking them out, because phase other is one of his other core powers.
If you guys need me to get civilians out of places, let me know. I can portal them out.
I found some, but I'm holding up the entire building, so you might need to do that.
Should rapid portal.
Yeah.
Just drops the building after the gun.
I would
I am-
say, as you all are doing this, a small army of Doombots arrives and starts doing the same thing, just rescuing people, turning over rubble and thing. And Doom doesn't move from this place in the middle of the town while all this is
He
happening.
just stands there and crosses.
I really don't like that robot. Like that's you just it's I'm assuming like this is taking time and like Synapse has been pretty quiet, just moving shit, and the first thing you're really gonna hear from her is, I really don't like that robot.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dick. Again,
See,
mental
I'm
network.
Colombian.
He's not gonna say that to the robot that choked him out.
There's definitely that one. I'm gonna say it's got like an ascot or something tied around its neck. There's one Doombot that keeps mean mugging you guys as it's flying by, helping people. Don't know what that one Doombot's deal is. Yeah.
It's just the one where as Doom was programming it, he was like, I'm gonna give this one some slight attitude for fun, just to see.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's wearing an
Ah.
I Love New York t-shirt. Yeah. You're like, that's
That
guy.
it's that guy. All right. So at this point, yeah, you're on damage control. You're putting out fires, clearing rubble, making sure there are no trapped civilians.
I would like to quickly just message everybody in the neural network. Guys, do we have an exit strategy? Because without that robot, Doom has no reason to keep us alive or let us go. Now I can get us out right now.
I
But
don't think Doom has much of a reason to kill
I
us
think
either.
We're good.
he
right
has a reason to
now.
kill me.
Oh, by the way, Synapse.
Hmm?
That reminds me. Put your laptop back at home, like now.
Yeah.
Put it in a portal. Put it back at home.
She just does.
Does
As
she
she's moving.
summon a portal?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Do you
You're
summon a
summoning
portal?
a portal to send your thing through.
I'm going to summon a portal, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dispel the spell.
We tried.
I
So
knew it was gonna
basically,
be easy.
you summon your portal like usual. It's greenish.
Yeah.
And it comes up, and you see you're off your lab, and you're like, oh, perfect. And it's right there. You can just reach through, and then these sort of this grid work of orangish, fiery
Oh,
web almost just sort of crawls across and like just literally blocks it.
We have yet to resolve our negotiations.
I wasn't trying to leave. That would be
Hmm.
impolite.
You were trying to dispose of evidence, and Doom just holds a hand out.
Wasn't trying to dispose of anything.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Doom.
not giving it to you.
No.
No.
I think it is time that I explain to you the true nature of the situation you find yourselves in, because you seem not to understand. Doom holds a hand up, and a hologram begins to project. and it is all of you inside of the lab, and it's Synapse hacking. This is all of you breaching sovereign Latverian diplomatic soil, committing international treason, fraud, hacking. And then it switches to outside in the park when Red Aegis was trying to attack the Doombot. This is you all attacking the leader of a sovereign nation in broad daylight inside of the United States. Then it rotates to this town right here in the fight that just happened. But it is edited where you all are attacking and Doom is defending.
Yeah.
And stopping
Saw that
you
coming.
and all of the Doombots coming down trying to rescue people as you see Doom valiantly struggling against U6. And he says, I'm sure you've been asking yourselves up until now why I don't just kill you and why I might let you go. And the answer is, you were useful pawns. You owe me. It would be too easy to simply end your lives when I could torment you with a lifetime of court cases, trials, international incidents, perhaps war. Or you will simply answer when Doom calls and do what I instruct.
Gideon, what do I do? I don't know
Oye,
what to do.
Doom. Over here.
Oh, understand,
Ooh.
this is not simply Synapse. This is the predicament that all of you find yourselves in.
Yeah. And I'd like to make a deal.
I believe I just issued the terms. There is very little room for negotiation.
And I'm working within that room. So here's the deal. Synapse deletes all the shit she got from your lab. She gets to keep her laptop. And in return, not only is it all deleted, and I point to myself, you can either take a copy or straight up take the nanites in my body.
Narrator, I just have a quick question to ask you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice. Also, I just want to point out, like, the threat of legal action against Synapse is really funny.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's already wanted by the law. Like, what are they gonna do? Send me to hell? I'm already not going. Like, I didn't want to say that in the middle of the thing, but while we have
Yeah.
a second.
But yeah, Synapse is getting a strong vibe from Aegis of, you told me not to anger the guy who could kill us. What are you doing?
I'm not giving up my laptop. You don't understand. And while there is anger there, there's also this plaintive fear. It's the only thing I have. It's the last thing I have. It's the one thing that's never abandoned me. I can't let this psychopath touch it.
I assume that's internally, that's your telepathic.
Yes,
message?
yes.
This is all on the network. And we ain't letting you hear shit.
I shit talk.
Fuck
off,
I do not
dude.
shit talk out loud unless I have
bold of
to.
you to assume Doom hasn't tapped into that thing.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
100%.
very bold
That
of
would
you
be-
to assume that.
Oh,
it
he
is-
absolutely
Yeah.
has, but he's not gonna reveal that hand because of
But
an
yeah,
insult.
Yeah, there's no
Zan's
reason
just
to
like,
do it now.
It is okay. I respect that it is something that is very important to you, but it is a thing, and we kind of need to get out of here, don't we? We could rebuild that. We can make a better one if you want. I
Better
don't know.
one.
You could fry it.
I can fry it.
Synapse. Hey. Oye,
Please.
mírame. Escúchame. It's okay.
No, because
He's not gonna
we
take
don't
your
know what he's
laptop.
gonna do with the nanites. Like,
It's fine.
it's
Okay.
not fine. I can't be a liability to this group.
You're not.
So-
I want these things out in general.
As I walk towards Red Jaguar, I say, I'm not accustomed to having to repeat myself. And I just hold a hand out to shake Red Jaguar's hand.
Go ahead and take it.
And you feel as the nanites come drawing all the way out, filling up in your palm, and Doom takes all of them. And just sort of like looks at this small gray cloud here in front of him for a second, and then holds it and says, "You're more used to me without this governor on your powers." And he looks at Synapse and says, "I am first and foremost a scientist. I have no interest in confiscating your equipment, nor do I have any interest in you deleting the information. Analyze it, learn whatever you can." But he does go towards you and still has this nanite cloud in his hand and says, "I don't know if you realize the consequences of the accord you seem to have struck. Not merely with Doom, but with whatever that is. I would be far more concerned about that than a laptop. You can go. Doom will call when he has need of you." And he turns, and this time a portal opens, and he leaves, and the Doom bots fly away, and you see the Doom wing come flying in and land in a clearing.
I think that's
So
on you.
we're not getting in that plane, right?
No, can we not? I want to go home.
Okay.
I want to go home.
What's going on? Why?
I fucked up.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean?
Wait, did he
They were
just take
keeping you
your-
alive.
Did he just take your nanobots out of your body?
Yep.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When we didn't have powers, I'm gonna be honest, it hurt like a bitch. Like I've had men who are 8 foot tall and 600 pounds jump from the top rope onto my chest, and those nanites hurt more.
Sounds like a Friday.
Yet during that entire time, I could still move, and it felt like if I really wanted to, I could still hit him as hard as I used to. So it got me thinking. The doc who put him in said they were supposed to keep me alive and keep me from turning into what he called the failure that is the Hulk.
Oh,
I'm starting to think maybe it's not just keeping me alive, but keeping it from going all the way, if that makes sense.
Hurt 'cause of me.
so
Hey,
you
wait,
have-
wait. I actually bop her on the head lately.
Oh,
Look at me. Look at me.
damn.
Don't you ever blame yourself for something I decided to do. I didn't have to try to make that deal, and I decided to. Don't you ever blame yourself for that.
Also, he's speaking in very straightforward, cohesive sentences. This is a rare thing for him.
I'm
Also,
actively trying here. I was practicing.
if you want, I can help put something back into you to make sure you don't die. Astrophysicist propulsion guy here.
We'll probably need to monitor me just to be on the safe side, but I think I'll be fine.
I can give you web stuff. You can be like a web.
Can we go
doctor.
home,
Yeah.
Let's go home.
please?
I would suggest we use the offered transportation rather than a portal.
You really want to fly in that plane, don't you?
I
I've
mean, it
already
is a
flown in
resource
the
he's given
plane.
us.
It is not, it is a thing of principle. He has already stated that he will come calling in favors at his leisure. He has absolutely no interest in getting rid of us via a plane. And it is a matter of principle to accept the offered hand of manipulation, let's call it, rather than truce, instead of opening a portal, which could actually be another count to keep all of you in prison or in jail for the rest of your lives, because you would technically be invading a foreign country via portal.
I haven't done
Well-
anything like that.
Let's just go. Then.
It's that bus. This bus keeps pulling up.
The bus,
People under it.
the bus is always there. At this point,
all
it's
right.
one of his core
Superpower.
powers.
I'm it. I'll fly it.
Flies automatically.
It will fly itself. Please, everyone go in.
Well, I'm sitting in the captain's seat.
This thing is full of servants, right?
I would like to kind of I don't know if this will be possible depending on when and where and how Zan goes, but I'm kind of like counting on Zan's fascination with the technology to have him going a little bit slower than everyone else.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would like to kind of like keep step just behind Zan, and as everyone else is going into the plane, I'm just going to kind of like gently place my the head of my cane on Zan's shoulder and kind of like turn him around towards me.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that in such a short time I have to issue this warning to yet another person. But if you continue obstinately trying to endanger everyone with tactless, reckless stupidity, I will be the one to get rid of you. Do you understand?
Okay. He
Thank you.
will turn around and keep going back up the
Yep.
Yeah.
I am nowhere near that conversation.
It's
not
For once you're
Actually.
not.
Brad Recluse is going like, yes, it's not me this time.
And I'll just kill him. That's fine.
As we're
Yeah.
getting all in, when Gideon walks in near the end, Hector will just say, "Hey, Gid."
Gideon literally does not like. He is so unfamiliar with that he does not react. He does not know that
does
you
not have
mean him.
friends.
Like who the fuck is Gid?
Gideon.
Yes.
Sorry, I have problems with the last. Ugh. That's me. That's me actually just having my voice cracked. Hold on. Alright. Sorry. Sometimes I have trouble with the last 3 letters of your name. All right, be
You're
honest
right.
with me. How
Go
much
ahead.
did I fuck up by giving them the nanites?
I have no idea. Perhaps tremendously, perhaps not at all. I do not know what the nanites do. I do not know what the nanites will stop doing now that they are outside of you. However, it is extremely unwise to add additional offers onto the table regarding things that have never been discussed. At no point did Doom say that he wanted Synapse's laptop or the information on it. His deal was very clear, and yet you offered him additional things.
True. I didn't want to take the risk. I've seen what
And
happens to someone when the thing they love gets taken away by force.
yes, well, sooner or later we all have to go through that. And if we're unlucky, several times.
Yeah.
There is no point in preventing it.
Adding
will
this
happen.
to the fanfic. Sorry.
Wait, does Raylon actually say that?
You know the worst part? It's all through the neural. Like I can hear all of this.
No, I'm specifically making sure to say this out loud.
No,
Mhm.
but you're thinking at the same time as you're
Yeah,
speaking,
yeah.
so I can hear everything that you're doing.
Absolutely.
So
There you go.
it was madness with that. Shut the fuck up.
There's always a point in trying to help someone you care about, Gideon. I figured you'd be old enough to know that.
I'm also old enough to discern when that is possible and when it is not.
Benefits of age, I guess.
Indeed. Let us hope you get to reap them at some point.
Anyone else have anything else they want to?
Yeah, Zan's just gonna walk through the jet looking at all the tech that's in there.
Dear so
Nope, I've fulfilled my daily death threat. I'm fine.
we miss you. Come back. I have Chinese food.
Hector will just probably spend the rest of the flight sitting near the end, just kind of staying still, getting a feel for how his body is and keeping an eye on it.
If I might add something, disembodied voice of doom. Again, there is food, but it's not just food, it's all your favorite foods. Things you wouldn't expect to find on a Latverian vessel. And there are 6 folders, 7, in fact. Each of them have your names on them. And inside, there's pictures of you, there's things you've done, there's previous adventures, also pictures of people, places, and things you love.
Well, it's not very many for me, so. Oh, maybe the guy from Tinder's on there.
It's just a picture of your Tinder profile.
With the caption says, "I will ruin this profile."
Yeah. Destroy the SEO on it.
No.
Wow. Certainly does know how to make a threat, doesn't he?
I
Okay,
love the friendliness of it, though. It's-
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, Zan has been irritated and petty in the past, but I think Synapse is actually going to get like actual rage from him while he looks through this. Like the mask is still on, he's just standing stock still, but he is furious at Doom right now.
Like, it doesn't change anything. He never did cop to not being involved in the kidnappings. He was already a problem on our to-do list. This just maybe moves him up a little bit.
Why is my Tinder profile on here?
Only fans.
Anybody can get to that.
That's fine.
This plane is full of servers, right? That's what you described earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hi. Yes. Once we're safely back wherever we're going, I am going to spike them and get as much data off them as I can. He already hates me. And he said I could learn as much as I wanted, so I'm fucking doing it.
There's nothing on this plane.
Yeah, I figured.
These things came online this morning, and the only telemetry is from Latveria to your house.
There's a recipe
Cool.
for a dry martini.
It has all of your information on it.
Actually, I would
Yeah.
say there would be one other thing on here. I just need to ask the narrator a question briefly.
Yeah, Zan's gonna see her do this and say, when you're done downloading information, let me know.
Not a lot on here.
You know, I'm surprised they actually got a good picture of my mom. Hell, they got a picture of my mom and all 3 of my siblings with me too. Oh fuck, this is from my first wrestling match.
You should call her.
Oh god, are you Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to. Fuck.
Sorry, everyone. I'm just baking up last-second complications.
It's all good. It is what Doom
Nice.
kind of
My
does.
favorite kind of
Yes.
complication.
That's kind of what he does.
Yeah, sort of putting our fair narrator on the spot here. That I'm all like, anyway, yeah, I rigged it to blow up. No, I didn't. I didn't today. Not this time.
I mean, they literally live on top of a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, it's like he says, by the way, I rigged this plane to blow up. You get a message back. Okay, what else is new for us?
No,
You
it's
at
just a
least do a
selfie from Zan, and he's like, this thing.
Listen, like I know I can't do this, but what I really, really want to do is hack this plane so we can use it forever. I know I can't. I know I can't.
Even
But I
if you
really
could,
want
that
to.
would probably be.
I'm honestly gonna leave that up to the narrator above the table because Doom doesn't care. He got a bunch of Doom wings. You know
Right.
what I mean? I will leave that up to the narrator to what
I
extent.
mean, I don't
this is-
need it. I can portal everyone everywhere. Like that's not a problem. But I just really like the idea of Synapse one day getting to the point where she can have her own plane.
Yeah,
Good
if you
luck
guys want to
catching me
keep this
now,
playing, you're gonna have to talk
officials.
to Zan real quick.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
like I
it's
said,
He has
Thursday
plans
is
for this
order
thing.
day.
You're right. You're right. Gonna make me like one of like Futaba's fucking orbs so I could just float everywhere and just be like
Wait.
hacked into fucking everything.
So, again, in the spirit of ambushing our fair narrator, yes, you find this machine, this whole Doombot and all, or the Doomwing and all the servants on it are essentially wiped clean. They have just enough information to function. Again, oddly calibrated to things you all would like, whether or not you accept it. They're almost specially built to attend to the things that they know you would want. And as you are digging around Synapse, there actually is only one file you find, and it's like right when you scratch the surface, there is one thing that is in there that I will leave to the narrator to describe what it is.
Oh, great.
It is an analysis, more or less, of history. It's sort of like it's sort of a window kind of snapshot of a bunch of different things, and it's an event that happened a number of years ago in New York City, when there was some kind of invasion of fell forces of a demonic nature, and there was large ones. There was the X-Men were reportedly there doing things, and at the same time, connected to that information, there's another sort of almost like a side adjunct sort of bit of research done by a Dr. Moira McTaggart and a number of other notable scientists, Dr. Henry Roy, with regards to something called the techno-organic virus.
And there is a note, and it just says, Doom stands as a shield against all incursions and threats against reality. And you, Synapse, have willingly invited them in.
I didn't willingly invite shit.
I mean,
Listen,
choices were made.
Listen, I didn't willingly do anything.
This
All
isn't
right,
my
no.
fault.
The rest of you, as she's kind of digging through this thing, you just feel this pulse of like she's been quite unsettled this entire time, and then it all goes really, really quiet, and then you just feel this fear, and it's like you can almost taste it at the back of your tongues. It's this like acridness. As Synapse, it's like there's a part of her that doesn't want to show you anything about this, that wants to delete it immediately, because it could mean something that she is, or something that would turn her again, like turn you guys against her. But she is going to download it onto a, not onto her laptop, but onto like a flash drive or something.
And last thing Synapse hears in her brain, almost as an echo, almost as a contemplative presence of mind of sorts, before we close, is a voice muttering to itself, "He knows." That's where we'll leave this episode.
What? What?
So fine, I'm good and fine, I'm fine.
So thanks for watching. Let's do a quick roundtable of our cast to have them tell you who they are, where they can be found, and how you can follow them, etc. Let's start with our guest, Dr. Doom himself.
It is I, non-ironically, TV's B. Dave Walters. I have been Victor Von Doom and several variations thereof. You can find me all over the interwebs, wherever fine streaming content can be located. I'm at B. Dave Walters, or were, although I'm most active on the burning rubble of the hellscape that is Twitter. I also contributed to this Marvel Cataclysm of Kang. I wrote one of the adventures in there, so there you go. And I will say, our narrator gave me a lot of fantastic notes for this that I took it upon myself to make worse at every stage. He was like, do this. And I'm like, what if I did this worse thing? And he's like, oh yeah, do that. So yes.
I gave him
Thanks.
9 pages.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I
Thank you.
really
Pages of a
appreciate it.
preamble.
Great.
Thank you all for having me. You did wonderfully. I'm sure this is the last that you've seen and heard of Doom. It's fine.
It's okay.
Yay.
Yeah,
Next
the
time he
campaign's about
comes
to
back,
wrap
I'll have
up.
Mighty
We don't have to
Thor.
worry about anything.
And they all. All right. So let's go with our.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Let's start with Arrow.
Oh, hi. I am the luckiest of lucky red sparrows. I played Synapse, who totally didn't fuck shit up today. I do love that the first thing she did with her powers is like, no, fuck this fight. I am a Final Fantasy streamer on a quest to 100% Final Fantasy Online. Yes, I know it's a ridiculous quest. I am also the DM of Tasteful Tales. If you're interested in checking us out, we play bi-weekly, which I'm learning is a thing because in Australia we call that fortnightly, but bi-weekly is apparently how the rest of the world knows it.
It's one of the weird ones.
Yeah, I don't get it, but it's not a hill I'm willing to die on. So, if you're interested, feel free to come and check me out at Lucky Red Sparrow pretty much everywhere. So,
John.
Hello, I'm John. I played the mechanic turned superhero, soon to be superjet demolitions expert, Steel Aegis. Sorry, my brain just has not been functioning at all week. I do stuff. I think I'm found at Crim's Bacon on the social medias. I do my own podcast at Bacon Flavored Podcasts, which, as of 6 minutes ago of right now during this recording, the session 0 of What If Heroes, a little bit of a crossover between my podcast and this podcast as just posted, where me and Mike sit down and build one of my other players, Julian, his character for the game. It felt like it was 16 hours, but my editor cut it down to, I think, 1.5, 2.
Wow.
So, yeah, if
You need to hire your editor.
yeah, he works for pizza. But yeah, so if anyone out there wants to learn how to build a character in this system, that is a pretty good starting point.
Fun to do.
Yeah. Let's see. I will also draw for money. I have will the thing I draw for you be in this episode?
It will be in this very episode, yes. So 3
All
weeks
right,
from now, you're going to see the results of John and John's artistic style.
Yeah.
Woo!
I've also done some art for other players here, and
In our opening sequence.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to whatever miscellaneous amount that Alejandro will tell you, you will get to see some of the shitpost doodles I do. Or if you follow Sparrow, you'll see one of them.
I'm so happy with that.
Yeah.
I love it
And
so
if we
much.
get like 30 followers by the end of the year, yeah, the pinup calendar.
Woo!
Of everyone except Dualily, right?
Right.
Yep. Maybe I'll put Doom in there.
Doom consents to being a part of the pinup calendar.
Excellent.
All right. D.
Hey everyone, I am D or Night Wanderer. That's Wanderer with an O. You can find me on the Twitters, the Blue Skies, and the Twitches. Twitch being currently the most active one, where I am streaming various games for the time being. You can catch me on the Cybertopia pod, which is going to be coming back for a second season soonish. As soon as the summer is over, I think we will start filming. Other than that, not much else in the works other than just slowly grinding the grind.
Adam.
Oh, and you can catch me playing or having played Glug Croaker on Sparrow stream.
I'm so proud of that. Holy shit.
Adam.
And who knows, maybe he'll show up in another superhero based podcast.
Maybe.
Adam.
Adam.
Just it gets better every time you say it. It's one of those
Adam.
things that it's got a great mouthfeel. I'm Adam. Hi. Better known as Soulvine. Most places on the internet you can find me at _Soulvine. Like B-Dave, I mostly interact with the flaming hellscape that is and was Twitter. I've been playing Cal Winters, who is once again Dreadfire, and consequently has better things to do now, so is no longer planning on how best to set up a puppet government in Latveria.
That's a weekend project.
This is my only active project at the moment, but keep your eyes and ears open for things that I can't talk about yet.
Oh,
Yay, it's my turn. Hey everybody, my name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador, Nolafang on Twitter. I am a active person in the world of darkness and out of breath because I've gained weight. But yeah, I played the lovely, awesome, still Aegis. I'm kidding. Brown Recluse, because I actually do it pretty well. Don't you agree, John?
Yeah.
But I played the smart, cool, collected, most easygoing character in this whole game, Brown Recluse. I don't bother me about it. I just stick to the OnlyFans and the Feed Finder content. It's your web daddy, and he has a web of treats for you. But yes, I play this current campaign right now. I play other stuff offline, but I play one of the best clans in all of Vampire the Masquerade, the Toradors. So
True for life.
Accept it. I mean, it's everywhere. Roses are everywhere. Also, thank you for having B-Dave here. B-Dave, you signed my book a while ago when I first ever got into Vampire LARPing. I still have your signatures in here from the whole LA by Night crew. So thank you. And I was in the Valley a while ago. So yeah. Yes, but hit me up on the socials. All pretty much the same. And Web Daddy is out.
You're always welcome in the Valley. Always.
Thank you. And I won't do it, Sparrow. I won't do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I wasn't going to say anything, man.
I'm
I was
going
just
to
gonna be like,
leave that to Red Jaguar. So
Oh, why you gotta put the pressure on me, mate?
Alejandro.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. My name is Alejandro, the Greedy Dragon, where you can find me on either YouTube or on Instagram, where I promise that I am trying to post on there, but it's hard with a full-time job and a baby. I say as he looks at me from opening my door. Hi, buddy. Anyway, today you saw me play the now once again super strong luchador Hector, and Red Jaguar, who made some interesting choices today in terms of giving up his nanites, and whether or not that was a good choice or a bad choice. We all know the real answer, but I'm going to pretend like we don't. If you would like to... You don't?
I know.
Okay. If you would like to give us any money so Mike can continue making this bigger and better, and so we could finally get underpaid like everyone else in the world, that would be lovely. And if we make the small amount, the tiny small amount of 50 subscribers by the end of next month, I promise that I will find a way to convince Sparrow to do an ooh-woo mid-game.
I hate you so much.
I will do anything, including but not limited to paying her real money. So if you want
I would
to see
accept
that,
real money.
see, he's viable.
Depending on the amount, I would accept real money.
So if you want to see me get cheated like a fool and overpay, please subscribe to Captain America Mike's stream.
And I didn't say it.
I also did not say it in the voice.
What?
Fuck
Did you say
you.
what? Uwu?
I wish I could.
Is that what the? All right.
Mike, would you like to wrap it up?
I will wrap it. Hi, everyone. Thank you again for watching. I have been Mike, your hapless and helpless narrator, victim to the whims of fate, the chaos gremlins that are my players in front of me, whom I love all dearly, and would never replace, let alone take away their powers or mess around with them in any way. that said, you can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America, CDN Cap America, or any derivations thereof on the Twitter and the Blue Sky and the Threads and the Mastodon, etc., etc., etc. Instagram, Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, we have our games show up Saturdays at 10 a.m. PST and Mondays at 6 p.m. PST, the second of 2 games that are run simultaneously in the same world. I'm that, what's the word I'm looking for? Hopeful? Insane. That I'm running 2 games, not 1, but 2 games in this same world that are all leading to the same massive possible conclusion. I'm not sure how I'm going to run it, but we'll figure that out as we get there. Beyond that, I have plans in the works to start doing D&D. So with the events today, Doom may come back. Who knows? That's probable more negotiation times. Figure something else like that. And we will figure out things as they go. Now that our heroes have their powers back and are in the thrall of Doom, what's next? Find that out next week. So until then, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all of these fantastic people. Open up browser windows that are muted, if nothing else, because everything helps, and every rising tide lifts all the boats that are in it. And support indie streamers if you can, and keep your sticks on the ice. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.